entertainment when the cameras roll. Can you face the pavement for a happy dog and pony show? Everybody loves you, baby. Of course they do. Do you miss me? I miss you. Buy this car to drive to work to pay for this car. Buy this car to drive to work to work. Buy this car to drive to work to pay for this car. Buy this car to drive to work to pay for this car. Say you wanna get in and you're gonna get out, but you won't, 'cause it's a trap. Say you wanna get in, and then you wanna get out. When you get the money to buy yourself a castle, how will you wear your leisure? You zipper back and front on the fence together. Weekends in leather, flip to the right and slip back to the left. For handshakes to the ranch and small talk at the crossroads, driving up to the ladder and sucking on every rung, coming up forever and hanging on. That's entertainment when the cameras roll. Can you face the pavement for a happy dog and pony show? Everybody loves you, baby. Of course they do. Do you miss me? I miss you. 'cause it's a trap. Say you wanna get in, and then you wanna get out. When you get the money to buy yourself a castle, how will you wear your leisure? You zipper back and front on the fence together. Weekends in leather, flip to the right and slip back to the left. For handshakes to the ranch and small talk at the crossroads, driving up to the ladder, sucking on every rung, coming up forever and hanging on. That's entertainment when the cameras roll. Can you face the pavement for a happy dog and pony show? Everybody loves you, baby. Of course they do. Do you miss me? I miss you. Buy this car to drive to work to pay for this car. Buy this car to drive to work to work. Buy this car to drive to work to pay for this car. Buy this car to drive to work to pay for this car. Say you wanna get in and you're gonna get out, but you won't, 'cause it's a trap. Say you wanna get in, and then you wanna get out. When you get the money to buy yourself a castle, how will you wear your leisure? You zipper back and front on the fence together. Weekends in leather, flip to the right and slip back to the left. For handshakes to the ranch and small talk at the crossroads, driving up to the ladder, sucking on every rung, coming up forever and hanging on. That's entertainment when the cameras roll. Can you face the pavement for a happy dog and pony show? Everybody loves you, baby. Of course they do. Do you miss me? I miss you.
Welcome to the YellBRo. I'm Jordan. This is James, and tonight we are watching the NBA Finals. Toronto Raptors versus Golden State Warriors, Game 6. Series is 3-2 in Toronto's favor. Who will come away with the victory tonight? I got the Warriors.
Same.
Just because the NBA is going to cheat. Make sure there's a Game 7. They love Stevie Wonder here. ESPN.
They love him as long as he does what they tell him to do.
Ruben. Can you put a different song for your intro next time? Why is that? You don't like Metric? Oh, and I did watch a video on Lula da Silva, I believe his name is, the Brazilian dude
Yeah.
that we thought was corrupt the whole time. And that's why, well, we said he got arrested, and then we made the dumb assumption of assuming he was corrupt.
Yeah.
And apparently there's leaks coming out. Actually, yesterday, propaganda sent me a link that the dude basically getting set up. Oh, he staggered him, son. Oh. Just so you know, James is playing Fallout 4.
No, I'm getting played by Fallout 4. I never played those games. It's weird.
I do like musical discussions. It gives me a chance to prove to you why Metric is the best band of all time.
My metric is king, don't you say?
Not even close. There are a lot of people talking about Radiohead, so I started listening to their songs. I'm like, they're okay. Ooh. Get that Pep Boy critical strike, son. I never heard of Metric up until I found your channel. I just felt like listening to something else. I desperately want to play their newer stuff. That song's like old as fuck.
2009?
No.
12?
No.
You sure?
Way before it. It's like... It's probably like 2000... Probably 2007, 6.
Really?
Yeah. That's from their first, like, real album. First full real album. I could find some other songs. Their newest stuff fucking nails it. That song fucking nails it. Can be scary to hear. I think I would expect people to be offended by that. Hey, you get ahead in life. You don't have a job.
Yeah.
Like, it's just to tell you that's what's happening. It's not demeaning you for having a job. It's just telling you this is what this is what's happening. This is what you're doing. Copyright claims. In Canada, I don't know how many viewers are Canadian, but the video would be blocked in Canada only, which is weird. All their other shit is just, there's no copyright. I might try it one day, but I've been like very cautious about it because of our 2 bans we had for like dumb, simple shit. Not saying I don't think we would get banned for the metric shit. It's just every time I go to do a live stream, it's like, oh, this live stream is important to me. I don't want to fucking risk it.
Yeah.
So I just say fuck it and put on the old music. No YouTube. R.I.P. YouTube. I used to watch all the whole Matrix trilogy back in like 2008. I used to watch the whole trilogy on YouTube and mega upload. Now it's just no.
I used to watch like fucking shows that are on TV and shit for free if I missed it. Like during the day it came out and shit. I was like, oh my god, what is this place? And then,
Yeah. I don't get copyright claims for metric.
better not.
It'll just be a video just won't be viewable in Canada for their newer shit. The shit that makes them a decent amount of money, I guess. You ain't shooting through that shit.
I know, but they can. So I hope.
When you're doing that, you hit circles that cancel this. Cancel that.
To demonstrate the importance of vents, we removed them to see what would happen. Fruit of the Loom, cool zone, fly boxer briefs.
Hey Ruben, what do you think about the Gulf of Oman? All that shit.
Oh,
Turret.
it's a turret. Fuck.
It's a guy and a turret.
They killed my robot.
They killed it.
They killed him.
$4,000. I just want a phone that lets me take a pic at night without the flash popping on.
Dude, get from behind there and fucking shoot that shit.
And you know this aqua pink.
Yeah, no, I do now. I love that color on it, by the way.
This is a Category 5 hurricane warning.
Get from behind what?
Ones that get to safety.
You're like behind a barrier.
This is the only thing I got going on.
Yeah, it's fucking your accuracy up. Tourette's are like, boop, 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 done. Waits a little bit, done. Boop, 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 boop.
Holy moly! It's the most extreme and dangerous.
You gotta take that Tourette out first, son. What you doing, son?
Trying to throw a grenade. It says Jared up there.
Like the super villain.
That works.
Jared. He was hiding child pornography. Sorry, Jared.
It makes sense.
What's better than French toast?
Dude, shoot the fucking Tourette's first.
Dude, how the... Alright, listen.
You want me to do it?
No, fucking sit down and sit back.
Tourette's right there at the top of the stairs. Take that shit out first. Take your time and take that out first.
Here, Max, Bear, Spike, Daisy, Buster, and Porkchop. Let's
Now
go
rehide.
to the dog park. Swimming.
Get a fucking stronger weapon, dude. More range to it or something.
Treats. And to sleep.
What you could do is just
Hi there.
leave that. Leave that, just hit circle.
Or get 1750 customer cash.
Go to your inventory, go to weapons.
Find yours at buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
You can see range, damage.
It's a mine. It's a mine. 51.
Just get a weapon that does it. You're like obsessed with incendiary devices.
Oh, that was quick.
Ruben says everyone immediately responded with false flag alarms.
Yeah, I know. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah. It's beautiful when that thing's trending and right behind it is Gulf of Tonkin. Granted, we got shitted on, I think. We were like immediately getting thumbs down for our video.
Really?
And then we got stupid responses like, Why do you always defend the brown people? Derp, 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 derp.
Oh, wow. It's the classical story of... Why do you always defend brown people? Free will. Runs away. So... And I'll never say that about someone who's actually there to talk about something legitimate. Whenever that comes up, it's like you run away. It's like, okay, you're not here for real, for real.
Yeah. Ooh, I gotta put that score up.
Oh, it's just sad.
Well, the Warriors coming off one of the all-time clutch finals games in NBA history with that scintillating last 2.5 minutes to keep their season alive. Kyle Lowry, what a start. A layup and a three-pointer in Toronto.
Throw up Beto.
What's up? What?
Said they're up 8-0.
Oh, they are?
Once again, the Google.
Yeah,
scores
I
ahead.
know. Ahead. Dude, that...
This makes sense. He's got to be in attack mode, especially when you realize this switch is a matchup for him that fits him perfectly. He does. And this was the toughest shot, but Green gave him a cushion. He had confidence, and he knocked it in.
So how many thumbs down did we get for that video we just did?
I think it was up to like 4.
Jeez.
Didn't put it out that long ago. I mean. 3. It's 4 comments. My bad.
Oh, fuck.
More importantly, YouTube adpocalypse for children. We don't want to overwhelm you with thinking. So we'll pretend you're fucking stupid.
I don't know, man. It's like, I wish whoever dislike. I have an idea who dislikes it and shit. So it's like, hey, tell us. Like, fucking, you know what I'm saying? Fucking actually try to tell us why.
They can't. They can't tell us.
Jesus Christ. Oh no, leave, asshole, leave. These fucking turret guns are ridiculous.
Wow.
Natty?
And one from Iggy.
You full Natty?
I'm not sure.
Got it.
Shoot that motherfucker. Shoot him normal.
That guy's dead now.
Your life is slipping away, son. Oh, what happened? Oh, I left the page. That's my fault. I don't know.
What? Oh, now he's back. Fuck out of here. What the fuck? The difficult task is done. Now I'm back. Cosworth is back.
Yeah, he's talking about the video game guy.
Yeah. Not that. Yeah.
We got disliked because, I don't know, talk about Trump. Placing some responsibility on Donald Trump. Just cancel it. All right, never mind.
I thought he was moving in that direction. Defensive demon. More accurate this time.
That's how Draymond Green can impact the game on the offensive end. Getting stops and initiating offense in transition. That time finding moves.
See, we're gonna be those guys that refuse to talk about stupid shit.
Yeah.
Or don't play on the team.
How do we get up there?
I forgot.
Well, I refuse to be on a team, you know, because that's not going to get us anywhere, you know. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So when someone tries to tell me, "Oh, you think this way because you're a leftist or you're on the right," it's like, no and no. Oh, you're a centrist? No. You're an anarchist? No.
But Tim Pool told me. Fuck Tim Pool.
Or you guys live in a bubble. It's like, no.
No.
Like, tell us why, and we never really get why. Like, come on, guys.
We might have a record for the most ran away arguments ever.
Us?
Yeah.
We could start counting. We could if we want. If
Some body
if
count.
I was petty, I'd do it.
It's probably like a button or some shit you hit
Yeah.
to draw the bridge. Shoot that motherfucker. Shoot him in the arm, son. Nah, you're not gonna hit him that way.
No,
Just cancel it.
I can't use that gun anymore.
Raptors are trying to say kick ball, reset the shot clock to 14. Right now it's at 10. If Nurse saying it, the entire Toronto team.
Dude, I gotta get up on this car.
Yeah.
It stays at 10. He shoots.
Yeah, you gotta. I don't think you're gonna be able to hit him unless you get that bridge thing or something. Just look in the area. Is there something that will move to that area that will get you up there? Loot that motherfucker while you're at it.
I'm gonna drop some shit.
Back door.
Ruben? You heard?
Iggy. Apparently it's the ADL that was behind the new sudden YouTube censorship. Both Crowder and Gay Wonk still suck. Yeah. See, I think reason why we focused on Crowder more. I mean, they're both trash, but I don't know. For some reason, Crowder's worse to me. He's worse in the sense of it's almost like the environment makes him worse. It's like, fuck, how come you guys aren't talking about this fucking guy? Let a major thing happen where there's war or whatever, and let the guy with 6 times your fucking following just spout bullshit to a bunch of kids.
Yeah. I'm very surprised how he gets away with this shit.
You're cheating a generation, man.
I gotta figure out how to get up there. This is ridiculous.
Look at the machines over there.
Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to, like, find the fucking robot that disappears whenever shit gets fucking tough, you know? There he is.
He's hiding.
Oh, I'm gonna give me, like, water or something. Yeah. Alright. I love how they reintroduce, like, music that was from like they reintroduce rock music. See, it's new. It gets downloaded and shit. All right, over here. Doc. Alright, this ain't doing nothing. Damn, dude. I don't know.
Steven Crowder is Sean Hannity for millennials and Zoomers.
So what can you do?
She's saying a whole lot of people want to buy this house. But you got this.
I mean,
It can be as simple as push button.
you will only like that guy if you're ignorant. Seriously.
Yeah,
So it's just astounding. You
and I
know?
might say wholly ignorant. Like you have no clue about what's going on. Period.
Or
There's
it's
little
like,
simple
yeah.
things where it's like, hey man, this story's going on, and this guy's he's a political guy. Like his fans aren't like, he's just comedy, just let him go.
Well, he'll use that excuse. Bill Maher uses that excuse, but this guy, it's like worse. I would say.
I think people use that excuse for Bill Maher. I don't think he uses it himself.
I
I think people use that excuse for him.
You sure?
Yeah. Crowder will use anything.
God, dude, I don't know how to get up there.
Like if there's a dead baby on the road, if he has no pen, he'll use the blood, sign that $1 billion contract.
Mm-hmm.
As long as no one's looking. Nah, I'm exaggerating. That's too far.
Shit. I don't know, dude.
If it's dead Middle Eastern kids that he doesn't have to look in the face, then yeah,
Oh.
grenade.
That's mine.
You're trying to throw him in the room. I'm telling you, the game won't let you do shit until you find a
Oh,
A way
boy
up
got
there.
here.
Oh, you did hurt him a little bit.
Huh?
You did hurt him a little bit.
That was a robot with the flamethrower. I'm like, dude, just stand under there and do that. Like,
Just fly up there. Shoot him.
I know.
Like you're a robot, dude.
Dude, I don't know how to get up there. What's this? Oh, no.
No.
Lay it all out.
Yeah. This is apparently their last game in this arena.
Really?
Even if they win, it goes back to Toronto. Oh, that was a bad pass.
I'm dead. I died.
There's people talking about Klay Thompson's notorious Game 6, like all-time great, just scoring streaks.
Really?
Yeah, he does that every so often. It's like, oh, I'll just hit 8 3-pointers in a row.
Think he's like a Hall of Fame player?
Huh?
You think he's a Hall of Fame player?
Oh, the pace he's on? Yeah, 100%.
Let's see.
Like, Steph's going to be number 1 3-point shooter as far as, like, makes all time. And Klay Thompson's going to be number 2. You have both of those guys on the same fucking team.
I'm going to cheat. How to get to Jared.
Don't cheat. Don't be a pussy.
Dude, how? I don't see anything that says it.
I'm your cheat, okay?
So fucking help me cheat. Look.
They're
I don't
corrupting the Conservative Party
Oh.
with their pride flags. That's Vincent James,
Yeah, I
just
know,
so you
I
know.
know. We can't believe-
Whimpering.
He said, I can't believe we let them in here. It's like, whoa. What did you just say?
Talking about Milo Yiannopoulos, whatever the fuck his name is. Pause. Kawhi Leonard. Just crapping butts. What is your stance on impeachment for Trump?
Oh, he should be impeached, but not for the reason that they a lot of people say he should be. You know, for obstruction. I'm like, oh, he's a war criminal. Let's look into that, but no one wants to look into that because if people, at least the people that are out in the open saying that, if they really looked into it, then people from their party will be taken down as well. So at the end of the day,
Yeah.
everyone's pro-war when it comes to neoliberals and neocons. So
Those politicians rely on moral relativity, as in it's the world we live in. So
yeah. Come on, son. How do I get up
killing's
there?
okay if the military does it. It's okay. It's the times we live in.
Like, it's funny. It's like
It's how we got here.
if Ocasio,
People being
I remember-
morally relative.
Yeah.
People claim to be Christians and believe in objective morality, but no, they're relative. They're morally relativistic.
If those people really wanted Trump gone, they'd go look into the war crimes. Hey, what are you doing in Syria? You know, who are you funding? Who are you giving money to? What are they doing?
Clay Thompson on fire.
You know?
They knew it. I just know this is both another useless distraction and it will be fire. It will backfire on the Democrats. For sure it will. That's not what they're worried. They're not worried about Trump. Those guys that are doing that shit are not worried about Trump. They're worried about Bernie Sanders. Let's be real. They're worried about him.
Uh-oh.
Because he is the death of the old school Democrat. If he's legitimate as the way he sounds, if he's that, if he is what he says he is, it'll be the death of the Democratic Party as we know it.
Oh, I might get him.
Straight up.
Skeleton allowed for two. Gasol was talking about after that tough loss in Game 5. He said the first 6 to 12 hours are awful. You keep thinking about different plays that would have made a difference. What if? He says, but the key to this team is their
Yeah, I think they want Trump in office. It justifies their existence.
Oh, sure.
Just like Trump needs those guys around. Right? People were really paying attention to what Trump does instead of, look, the Democrats are coming after him. I'm gonna focus on that story. Got social media taking down the conservatives.
Dude, how do I get up there?
Even like these big name YouTubers that I would consider legitimate as far as information they put out, even those guys are focused on the, Vox adpocalypse thing and all that shit. It's like, okay, I get it. It's a story there, but let's fuck up corruption. Let's fuck that up. Don't come to the aid of Steven Crowder. Clay. Like, Crowder should be banned without being banned. Just he gets shitted on so much, he just bans himself. But instead, he's going to make a living off this. Lukewarm, window shopping Tim Pool will make a career off this. Standing on the outside. How'd you get up there?
Don't talk to me, man.
You jumped?
No. I'm not telling you.
There was a button there or something.
Yeah, there was.
It's the wall debate for Democrats. You saved, though, so.
Nah, I died Exorcist style.
Yeah, the wall's another thing. That's
Yeah.
Trump's and the Democrats.
It's like
They want you focus on that. If you look at Biden, I think that's their core ideology. Both sides. They want to bring it back to, it's like, let's have our traditional political system. There's just a button
That
right there.
yeah, I know.
But, yeah. They want it. They want that traditional bullshit. Oh, you fucked up, dude. You reaching for your fucking explosives again. You had a point blank shot.
Dude. Shut up.
We need to go back to the good old days, you know, and bipartisanship, all that
Fucking
absolute bullshit.
robot, I
Just
swear
send them in there.
God, you know what? No. Can I move this? No. This fucking robot's gonna be the death of me.
Yeah.
Oh, the robot. Fight him! Go get him. Kick his ass. There you go.
He just gets his ass kicked.
Oh, Jay-Z. Ooh.
The game just kills you.
I know.
That's what you get for letting the robot do it instead.
Oh, please. He pretends he's dead. See, I'm not doing this. That dude pretends he's dead half the time. All right.
Sorry, he's playing Fallout 4 just
Yeah.
so people know.
Yeah, that wall debate, you know, like no one ever wants to talk about. Well, like what, like you know, like what is this dude dog whistling about specifically, right? Oh, then what's the reason for the wall? Oh, because illegal immigrants. Okay, well, why do people fucking feel the need to come in here illegally? From what part of the what part of the world? And you find out, oh, is there U.S. intervention going on there? Is there some type of warfare, even if it's not direct U.S. intervention, you know, whether
Yeah.
it's funding rebel groups?
What's a big picture solution? Right? That's why we did the Latino Superman video. The video was trash. We sucked, but the information was legit.
I'm not here to entertain people.
Yeah.
So if you think it's boring, then you should just fucking leave.
We could have explained things better. And we did
I can
in
do
a
it
response
better. I can do it
video.
better right now.
We did in a response video.
Yeah.
And all these fucking... I mean, it's so funny hearing the NPC argument. And you hear all these people with the same fucking argument. And when you push them, it's like, well, nothing. I got nothing.
Yeah.
I gotta take the key from that guy.
I did.
Alright. The OA.
Oh, I don't know what to do here.
You already killed the turret. Deactivate.
Oh.
Oh, never mind. Whatever you want.
So yeah, so the wall debate, you know, literally like, we should build a wall. No, you shouldn't have the wall. Okay, guys, well, let's figure out why people feel the wall should be built.
Yeah.
Why does a mother and their two children, at least from what I saw, why the fuck do they feel the need to fucking come in here illegally, like sprint through the border, you know, like risk getting arrested? Why? Okay, well, what's going on in their country, you know, like what's going on? Even if we don't have a direct, effect on it, which we probably do, that's just because that's what evidence shows, right? So it's literally like, oh, are they in need? You know what I'm saying? Is it economic warfare or is it direct warfare, whatever have you? Is that a problem?
Also, if it's for just stopping drugs, that's not fucking happening. I believe most drugs come in either through like ships, sea, air, planes, or they just drive right through the fucking border. Right where they check everyone at the border, they just drive right fucking through. So, you're not stopping that shit. So what's the fucking wall for? Oh, desperate families. If Draymond's hitting threes, it's game over. Three-pointer. That was a late fucking call. Whatever.
Oh yeah, Ruben. I mean, They're probably just parroting arguments they heard from somebody else, you know, instead of having an idea of what's really going on here, you know? For example, when someone says, the wall should be built because Mexico has the most murders. It's like, it's horrible. Like, what? And that's it. Nothing else. So, get used to it, dude, you know?
Ruben says, I'll just read the comment that you're responding to. All the people I argued with that support impeachment had the most hack arguments I've ever heard. Some Republican supporters supports impeachment, and these morons are suddenly praising him for it. Yeah. It's a whole bunch of weird things happening, man. Tell you, it's a... Oh, you want that? The cola?
Oh, I do?
Yeah.
I mean, caution. Oh, no.
So, yeah. Like I said, they want... If they can't have their candidate win the Democratic primary, they want Trump to win. Let's not get that twisted at all, man. They will take Trump again over a legitimate candidate, or possible legitimate. Oof. High scoring first quarter. Those Colas didn't give you a fucking...
It does.
Oh. Head.
His ability to get to any place he wants on the floor, not with extreme quickness, just with smarts and with strength. In those 14 games with 30 more, 8 of them have been on the road. In fact, some of their big road wins has been some of his best games.
Keep doing that.
I've never seen before. Assistant coach for the Toronto Raptors, Jabal McGraw, former teammate of mine. Upstanding, yelling constantly, but the difference is he's punched a hole in the bottom of a paper cup and uses it as a megaphone to give instructions. And there it is. I've never seen it before. Unbelievable.
Some Republicans support impeachment, and these morons suddenly praising him for it.
Yeah, I read that.
No, I read it. I'm just seeing it's literally just way too much team playing. That's why, like, whenever like I hear it, I just wish, whenever like even like whenever someone comments here, you know, or whether I see a video of somebody like giving their piece on it, you know, so I just wish I could just they're just right in front of me and go, okay, what do you really know? You know, what do you really mean? I'll use dumb guy logic to a certain degree regarding like specific, well. I'll use dumb guy logic with politics as far as I'd say, what's the word here? Like, I would call it I wouldn't tell you to go for me for information as far as what's happening specifically. I'd tell you to go to Ryan Dawson or Corbett, you know, guys like that. But as far as what the problem is, what the solution is, I know, you know.
Yeah.
I just wish I had some of these people just sitting down, like, right here. I could go, like, dude, like, what's up, you know? Like, really? Is it really the wall, you know? Is that what you're trying to do? Do you really believe that's going to work, or is it something else, you know? Like, do you have an end game?
Could be excuse to team play. Like I said, we were watching the, whatever it was, right to the Charlottesville fucking protest, right? Mm-hmm. You find the one guy who's like really serious about this, right?
Yeah.
He's like really into this, and you have a bunch of just flag wavers walking around. I want to be a part of something. Yeah.
Seems like it.
It's like, oh, at least this human's authentic in their folly. You're like fake follying.
Yeah.
You're it's like you can't even have a real fuck up. Right? As soon as shit turns, you're gonna blame someone else. It's called fake fucking up, rather than really buying into it. Like, fuck, I was into that. Surrounded by robots. They say that they're, Ruben Garcia says, they say that they're Sanders supporters, but just repeat MSM talking points apart from healthcare. Yeah. See, we call those TYT supporters. TYT fans. We're for Bernie.
See, look. It's
But
like,
if someone else has, like, similar principles, also with a, much better foreign policy, we'll pick Elizabeth Warren over them.
it's literally what I'm talking about when I'm talking about fans.
Yeah.
Like, you can't be. I don't mean the social understanding of it. I mean a fan.
And shit will never change until people really think for themselves. Or otherwise, shit will never change.
Yeah.
Ever. You could just be sold something. It is what it is, Ruben.
Did you watch that?
Spider-Man?
Yeah.
That's not out yet, right?
Is it?
Nah,
Oh, it's like July, right? My bad.
probably.
Yeah, I hate that.
July 2nd. Fuck, can't even get movies right.
No.
God damn it.
Hopefully I can do something with that over there, I don't have to have a budget. Well, I kind of do. You know what I'm saying?
The only thing, like, legit I'm seeing around is, like, sports. Because you can't just fake that shit. Or could you? Maybe the NBA's rigged.
There's ways, Jordan. There are ways.
Every time I pretend to be like the Stefan Molyneux voice, I imagine him just pushing a bunch of children. There's a fire in a room. He just pushes a bunch of children, old ladies out of my way. I have to survive. What?
When the Cubs finally won the World Series, it was one of the great sports memories of his life.
What?
He has a chance to do the same thing.
Sketchpad.
Toronto Raptors
What are you talking about?
Sketchpad.
Yeah. Don't tell them I'm gonna do that.
I didn't say anything.
Hey,
All I said was two words
You said enough.
that could mean anything.
You said enough.
I guarantee you already have. See?
Out of my way.
Mind you, it'd be way more funny if I could actually get someone to do that. I swear.
Dude, you can add little things. Like, I can already see, like, 1,000, like, little things you can add on just. Alright.
That's what you're here for.
Ruben says, TYT viewers have a wider range of opinions than most people realize. Yeah. A lot of TYT fans talk too often. Oh. But a lot of TYT fans I talk to often have better takes on issues than TYT itself does. Yeah, we were just talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a distinction when I say fans. Distinction there. I should say fanboys
Maybe we
instead.
should go. Dude.
Like
I
we
recall-
were just watching TYT, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm looking in the comment section, like, people don't agree with all this shit that they're saying. Like, they're not covering the fucking Gulf of Oman thing. Like, that's big news.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, they're looking for Russia bait.
He's an outstanding defender. He has
Ruben says, from what I've seen, it's fans of the other left-wing hosts that come off as more pro-status quo. Now even Humanist Report guy is becoming more establishment-friendly. How so? Is it the whole Vox thing? If that's the case, it's like, I don't know. Right, he's a gay dude, and he's like, Crowder did some off shit, which he did. I don't like the idea of censoring him.
Me either.
I like the idea better of just advertisers just picking who they want to support or whatever. But if YouTube makes 1 fucking cent off someone else's content, they should be paying them. That's the reason people are on YouTube.
Yeah.
They're not on YouTube to watch YouTube, right? If that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're not watching YouTube infomercials. But, yeah. TYT guys. I mean, they've had...
Tell them, Jordan.
It's tough because, I mean, like, straight up supporters after all the bullshit we've seen them do. It's like, come on, guys. I expect them to get the Sam Cedar, David Packman treatment, which they got. They got that. And granted, they do cover other things besides, Russiagate and how do we get Trump out of office. And they interview politicians and shit. But there is a favoritism that that TYT people may not be paying attention to. What do you guys think of Tulsi Gabbard connections to Sheldon Adelson? That worries me a lot. I'm worried about all these fucking guys when it comes to the Israel thing. I mean, I suspect her and Bernie are better on the issue than everyone else is. Because I think a lot of the foreign policy things that Trump does in the Middle East are definitely to support Israel and help them. And a lot of politicians want to follow that thing. They want to follow those steps in foreign policy in the Middle East and in other places.
From what I'm seeing, 100%.
Yeah. If I'm correct, Tulsi doesn't want to let Israel annex the Golan Heights. I believe so.
What is it?
The Golan Heights.
Yeah.
Israel's like, that's Syrian territory that they're just like taking. Oh, it's ours now. You're busy over here, we take this. It's like, fuck. But I want to see more evidence, yeah. Or I want to see me be president, but that's not happening.
Not yet.
So let's see more evidence of that. Because I'm sure she's met a lot of people. But they never call out the country of Israel for shit they've done. They call out, like, individuals around there.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you guys are afraid. You're afraid to say something, aren't you? Mm-hmm. So you just say, Netanyahu, the right wing, blah blah blah. Bernie might even get away with a little more because he's Jewish.
It won't stop him from saying he's a self-hating Jew.
Yeah. Or Ben Shapiro just call him a non-Jew.
Yeah.
Like he called Obama voters. Joe Biden wants to out APAC Trump.
How APAC?
I don't know. At least Trump's overt about it. It just doesn't hide it at all. Point is, I wouldn't write off Tulsi Gabbard because of that. It's like, it might as well be like saying the Modi thing in India. It might as well be that talking point. Meanwhile, Nancy Pelosi just does a full speech at APAC. We must protect the Jewish people in Israel. It's like, okay.
Our number one priority.
Like, why isn't it protecting everyone? I don't get it.
Yeah.
Granted, I don't go as far as Adam Green, but, you know, he's really out there with that shit. It's sort of like, I look at Adam Green like I look at, like the way I used to look at, like, conspiracy videos when I was completely ignorant about everything. It's like, at least you're going over the information, right? There's like a shooting or something, and they're like, it's fake, it's fake, look at this. And they go through all the information, like, okay, here's the official story. Now I'm going to give you my take. It's like, they're actually presenting all the information while they do that. Just their conclusions might be something I'm like, nah, son.
Oh. I just bought like a fuck ton of shit, and I didn't get any of it.
You didn't get any of it?
I pressed cancel. I'm like, I'm buying like a fuck ton of ammo.
You gotta know what you're buying, right?
Mm-hmm.
What you do is you buy rounds and you sell the guns you don't use and sell the ammo for those guns you don't use. Then you can use that to buy your shit. Ruben Garcia. I don't really like any of the left-wing news channels anymore. They gatekeep too much, all of them. As for Tulsi, I only brought her up because I already know the rest of the Democrats suck. The majority of Democrats, at least. Yeah. I already knew about the Adelson thing. I also saw her speech at somewhere. I forgot where it was. It was some sort of support Israel thing. And I'm like, that doesn't automatically disqualify me. Or disqualify her to me. I don't vote, but I'm just saying, as far as looking at a politician, whether they're corrupt or not, or they're legit or not, they're honest or not, like, oh, that doesn't really bother me. We should have politicians saying, we support Israel. It's like, good. Now say that about these guys too. And don't just say it, show me.
Yeah.
Don't just give all this money to one country like that. When you give money to other countries, it's not for nation building. It's for it's to train military people or whatever the fuck you do, like in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
She is a CFR member. I've heard that as well.
Damn it, the cow lady disappeared.
Who?
Cow lady.
The girl?
Yeah.
Question mark? Yeah.
Basically.
The reporter. Gotcha. But, yeah. As far as her being a CFR member, she talks about it out in the open. You can go to her interview with, I guess they're called the Convo Couch, which is Nico House's channel, where she sits down and talks to them about it. That'd probably be the best option. Hear it for yourself. But from what I got from it was, or her reasoning, was she's on the House Foreign Affairs Committee or something like that. And it's like their job to talk to these people. And it's not like she was like the popular kid in class there. Something legitimate you can bring up is something she said in 2015 in a CNN interview where she had a plan, or she advocated for a plan that also Joe Biden advocated for when it comes to Iraq. They wanted to split Iraq into like 3 sections for the 3 different like religions that are running through there. And it's like, oh, I can see how a dumb person would come up with that. So I don't just write her off yet. Now, the bigger picture, when it comes to these politicians, I say don't trust any of them. What I do is I'm trying to read what people are into. And if you read it on paper, the most important, or the person with the best policy I've seen so far is Tulsi Gabbard out of these politicians that are running. It's on his channel.
How much you want to bet this shit's fake?
If it's on his channel. Iggy.
Oh, it's fake. This is so fake.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, I'm happy you're not
Dick
like...
Cheney's semen.
I'm happy this... Oh, fuck.
Nah, more war. Yeah.
Dude, such a fucking hack, I swear. It's like, you're another comedian that's just not funny?
Yeah. I agree about the Modi argument being a smear. And I hate Modi. The woman from the combo couch is hot. Yes, she is. Her name's like Fiorella. She's thick. She's kind of thick. She shows it off, too. I'm just kidding. That's sexual harassment. What, nothing?
Hey, man, the ghosts are going to come for you anyway, you know? No. Oh, no.
I'd much rather talk to that person. Talk to her. Talk to that whole crew. Or to, like, guys, there's another level you can step your game up. You're almost, in a way, when you stop there at the political thing, this looks like a giant fucking doobie, right?
What the fuck is that?
It's paper towel.
Oh, you've just been rolling that
Yeah,
this whole time?
I was just doing that. Then I went like, when you do things like this, it's like, oh, I mean, but yeah.
I'm pitching as you go, man.
Okay.
Shut shit down tonight.
There's another level, you know. Like, I had an opportunity to just stop at politics. It was like politics and conspiracy were like both growing up in my mind at the same time. And I could have easily stopped there and be like, you know what? The answer is to stop the government. It's to stop the corrupt guys in government. I could have stopped there. But I didn't. I found the solution. And it's very practical. And I'd love to talk to these guys about that.
Yeah.
It's like, hey guys, I get it, paying attention to politics and paying attention to global affairs and domestic affairs and all that shit. And to get your guy in office, I understand that. And be active in the political scene. I get it, but what does this all come down to? What's the bigger picture? What's the point? Why are we even alive?
Yeah.
You ever think about that? Is it just a cosmic accident? Is there more to it? I actually saw that one Jimmy Dore video. I'm like, whoa, what is this? New Age? New Age Jimmy?
You gotta examine life as a life that isn't worth living, right? Is that how you say it?
Something like that.
Something like that. I'm within ballpark. You know? I just read that. The woman from the convo couch is hot.
Fiorella.
People should be in that park right now. That'd be fucked up, right? They have a game, no one... Oh, God, don't show him.
They make money off that.
You can show Barry all you want.
Jesse Jackson. Isn't there bigger things in the world you should be doing right
I
now?
don't. I've heard. What was that shit? He might have had a hand, allegedly.
Are you going conspiracy on me?
Conspiracy, yeah. I don't know, though. I don't want to say that, if he, what I'm
I
saying?
have no idea. Ah! Iggy backdoor cut. Alley-oop.
So you really think Durant's going to leave?
What?
You really think Durant is going to leave?
I don't know. Apparently he had successful Achilles injury or surgery today. That's probably like a year out, though.
That dude is... I cannot believe that guy does not like... It looks like he does not exercise. Straight up.
Oh.
Durant.
Like he doesn't exercise?
Well, I mean, like...
You mean heavy weightlifting?
No. I mean, I see dudes, right, who don't do heavy weightlifting. It, like, I don't know. From what I don't know that much about him. It just looks like whatever, like, prototypical basketball, like, workouts. Like the plyos and all that, or, like, banded jumps and shit,
Oh, he does all that. For sure he does.
It's just fuck, man. Maybe I didn't get a good look at the dude, because it's like, fuck, dude, you are like so skinny. Even his legs, man.
It could be how he's eating.
Maybe.
If you're burning a certain amount of calories and you're only just replenishing, right?
How tall is he?
Like 6'11".
How much does he weigh?
I don't know. He probably weighs like 215 or something.
Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah.
I could be bugging, but it looks like Curry has like more like muscle on him.
You can see a difference between him, like maybe rookie year to him now. It's like, wow, you put on weight, so you can just shoot from anywhere.
In these finals, 57% from three-point range, and then throwing that exceptional defense. I'll try free throws with YouTube TV. Watch the NBA Finals and 74 live TV channels when you start your free trial at tv.youtube.com. Terms apply. You just got to take a moment and acknowledge the Warriors. They have no business in this series right now. When you look top to bottom talent, when you look at being hurt, short-handed, they have willed themselves to a game 6 and continue to fight. Even with 3 All-Stars with Curry, Thompson, and Draymond Green. They got 2
All I'm saying is I would figure guys like that, like if you're not gonna do the heavy weightlifting or the explosive train, at least do like injury prevention shit,
They do something, no matter what.
Oh, I would hope.
Now, it may not be what you recommend, but they do something. He also may honestly have a personal trainer who's like, I want to maintain this body type, period. Seriously. Because Curry put on weight.
What I mean is...
Hey, Katie's like, I'll get slower if I get bigger, so let me just...
That's not what I meant.
Let me just stay like this.
I know what you're thinking. Yeah, I don't know if you have an idea what I'm saying. You'll have guys who are probably, I would say, really looking to like the movement of the human body and how that has an effect on injuries. So, like for example, they wanted to see like how like like if you want to do like an assessment or you're already hurt and they wanted to see how this could have happened, so they have you do specific movements, maybe some squats, maybe some, and these are all like. Even if you don't do squats, it's like, mobility. It's like a mobility assessment, strength assessment. Like, do a, what do you call it? What do they call it? Do step-ups, yeah, with dumbbells. Just dumbbells. Do as many as you can, Let's say you start off well, but as you fatigue, you start relying on certain other muscle groups, more and more. Or if there's pain somewhere, it's like, oh, okay, that's telling. What's the name? Dude, Butler from Chicago, right?
Jimmy
Did
Butler.
he leave?
He's on the 76ers
Okay. So,
for now.
it's like, imagine that guy. Like, you guys, from what I remember, he's skinny. Like, not a well-built guy, Like, LeBron, I think LeBron's way bigger than him, right? So,
Yeah.
but I would imagine guys like LeBron, they probably, I don't know what the fuck he does. He probably just goes out and it's tough. I don't know, man. Because I hear about these guys spending like a fuck ton of money on training, and yet shit happens.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Just like, LeBron or guys like that, they never tell anybody what they're really doing. So, I mean, I would. We have nobody watching.
Steroids.
Yeah. Good chance. There's a good chance. Can you imagine a big explosive guy getting EPO? That's not fair at all. Like, that's a nightmare. Imagine that. Some big explosive guy, with a fuck ton of EPO or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine? I'm just saying, like, I'm sure this isn't, like, a thing, but can you imagine a guy like Bo Jackson just running the same speed for, a minute or two? Can you imagine that? Or a guy like Woodley just ground and pound for a good, he's still at it, 45 seconds. The same speed. He starts picking up speeds. You don't hear him breathing hard at all. From what it look, I mean, but again, I don't know, because the whole Achilles injury, sometimes it's telling of something else that's a problem. It's like an end result of a problem rather than like someone landed on me or a car hit me,
Yeah.
That's why I wonder. I'm like, wow, it doesn't look like you really, like, as far as aesthetically, it doesn't look like you really, really work out, At least some of these guys work out. Right, what's his name? That dude from Houston? That big dude?
You mean weight training?
No, I don't even mean that.
You're telling me Kevin Durant does not work out at all?
I didn't say that, you fuck.
You mean weight training, as far as putting mass on. It's the only way that happens.
What do you mean by weight training? What do you think I mean by weight training?
They use resistance.
Okay. Maybe what I meant to say is, as far as just looking at the guy, it looks like you don't really do a lot of that. Just looks like it.
Or he just maintain. He's bigger than he was when he came in the league. He might have found a weight he liked and tries to maintain that. That's very possible.
Like a guy like the guy in the Rockets that's really big, like his really big shoulders, his head's like kind of small for just for his body. I don't know. That's what it looks like.
James Harden?
No, this guy's way bigger.
He
wore the
He's
Superman.
not on the Rockets.
Oh, he's not anymore?
Dwight Howard.
Yeah. That guy, I heard that guy hurt. That guy gets hurt a lot, But he's like a big, yoked dude. So it's like, okay. So the weightlifting's aren't necessarily the answer, but I'm talking about just strength in certain areas or mobility. So when I hear like an Achilles injury,
that's weight training, dude.
I fixed what I said.
Okay.
So if I tell you, like, do a paddle squat and your knees like jerking left and right, back and forth, and you can't even get your ankle in a position where your dorsiflexion for your ankle is like horrid, I would imagine, oh, you're going to have some fucking problems, you know, being an athlete. Some dudes get away with it, you know, for a certain amount of time. I'm no expert. This is just what I see, you know. I would just imagine, you know, is it like a what do you call it? Overuse, or did something happen where he like ran into somebody or someone landed on him? I don't know. Oh, I should have been gone. That's it. I don't want to be really stupid here, James. You try to kill me in there. Okay. And they really like that song.
Almost time for me to go.
Well, what if I...
Drove me home.
So is there any chance this shit's rigged?
Are you looking for how he hurt himself? It was a step.
What if we took a leap of faith?
Yeah, I wanted to see it. Like the first time.
What if you...
And there's history of injuries. And there's, you know,
The all-new
like what are you doing? Like what do you look like? If I could... Me having an idea of what happens, if I look at a guy like Derrick Rose, the way he runs around, lands, plants, pivots, it's like, fuck. Then you look at like shoes and shit, how that can impact your fucking body. Like in a negative way, it's like, god damn, man. Yo, is there any chance this shit's rigged? Like right now. Like you have any... Oh yeah.
From what I've seen,
Yeah.
not yet. No. If they were rigging it, it would be very difficult to tell. It would have to come down to like the last minutes and shit.
Alright, it could be what I thought for this guy. A specific kind of training in specific areas of his body that might be... Like, who knows, you know?
Well, back at Oracle, Raptors up 3. The three-point
Bro, what is Kawhi doing?
This is something I'm gonna have to look at. It's interesting.
and taking it to the rim. Serge Ibaka impacting the game
What happened?
also. The drive by Siakam finding Ibaka.
There's Kawhi right there. Can you see that?
Oh.
Double teams, outstanding first half. Halfway home for the
9 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds.
Dude, these guys always fucking making scoops and shit. Like, dudes that don't feel that way. Like, you don't have a gold glove, stop it.
The Warriors are playing zone for a bit, and that's it, so they could sort of stymie the pick and roll that Kawhi likes to use. Also help, so he gets like, you know, a lot of help defense on him. But he started getting going in the second a little bit.
When did that guy start becoming like their guy?
The Raptors?
Yeah.
As soon as he got there.
Really? When was that?
He went to the Raptors like this year.
Oh, so just immediately?
This last year. This season, I'll say.
Okay.
He was on the Spurs for a while. And
How long?
For a long time. Well, a long time, and as far as his career, this is his first year
4
away
years?
from that team. Let's see, when did he get there? What was it, 2014?
That's a while.
13, 14?
Weren't they winning back then?
Oh,
Spurs. Or
they're
maybe-
always
maybe-
like winning.
I meant like finals.
Yeah, they were in the finals. They beat the Heat one year, and they lost to the Heat one year.
Where they at now? Or do they just get to the playoffs and they get eliminated?
Yeah.
By who?
This
I
year
don't
they
know the
lost
divisions.
to, I'm not sure. I'm not sure who they lost to.
God,
Is it Nuggets? I don't fucking
Steph Curry's doing a golf fucking thing.
He's been in the golf.
I mean, like, oh really?
Yeah.
That's different.
That's a corny mini golf shit. That show.
Is it?
It's for goofs and it's like a game show.
I thought he was advertising just something, you know.
No.
Never
Oh,
mind.
I don't know.
Then it's different. I don't hate golf. Just not into it. That's something I don't know. I mean, I could find appreciation for it. It's just, you know, I definitely see how fucking that shit's probably so goddamn difficult. Golf.
Probably.
But I look at it as most things.
Maybe.
Oh, it's like, oh, this thing here over here applied to a different sport, different movement, you know.
Well, the question is, what happens if you start, like, if you made this sport really fun, really popular? Like, what if super athletes start doing it? That's always the question.
Well, you could argue that Tiger Woods dude, like, look at the kind of athlete that guy was when he was younger. It's like, oh, dude, that dude reminds me of Rivera. It's skinny fucker. There's certain parts of his body that are, like, built, but he's skinny everywhere else. It's like, Jesus Christ. And then I'm watching him, like, swing a golf club. His fucking mobility, thoracic rotation and everything, and he's fucking fast. So it's
Look at guys who do the hit. There's, like, real competitions of people just doing it. Like, hit the ball as far as you possibly can.
Yeah.
And those guys are, like, they like running back type dudes. Like,
Oh, yeah.
500 yards.
Their form might be ass, though.
No, our form's pretty good, too.
Are they? You sure?
It's all about hitting the ball as far as you can.
Yeah, I know.
As opposed to, okay, I have to take it down a notch. And
No, I meant, like, I'm trying to get the most fucking...
if your technique is ass, you can't fucking Happy Gilmore and run up to it. You got to be stationary and do
No,
it
I meant
normal.
stationary. That's right. I'm not talking about running, sprinting.
Yeah,
and
their
fucking,
their technique has to be good to do that.
Well,
If you say so.
I'm not trying to say anything about something I don't know, but I'm sure there's, like, if I really, really looked into it, I would find, like, a point where I'd go, the equivalent of me saying, oh, the Pujols' bat path is the most efficient way of swinging.
Yeah, but their sport is hitting it as far as they can.
Yeah, I know.
They're not, hitting for average, right? If you look at Tiger Woods,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
He's trying, and you see all the power and the speed behind his swing. He's trying to hit it to the green where the hole is.
I understand the difference.
He's not trying to tank it over it.
I
So their
understand.
technique is fine. It's not going to be the same as Tiger Woods because he's aiming for something.
I didn't say that. Didn't say otherwise. I didn't disagree.
Just letting you know.
I already knew, buddy.
Just laying down the landmines in case you want to challenge me.
There is no challenge.
If you want to lose, just laying it out there.
What did I say that would imply otherwise?
Just letting you
What did
know
I say
what-
that implied otherwise? Nothing.
Just letting you know what you're
You
in
got
for.
nothing.
Just letting you know what you're
You
in
have
for.
nothing.
If you want to
I didn't say
go
anything that implied otherwise.
Hmm?
I didn't say anything that would imply otherwise.
Okay. I said I'm just laying it down there, so you can reassess things.
Dude,
like, okay, maybe I don't go
dude,
here.
I fly. I hover.
Maybe I shouldn't go this way.
Maybe she will get a drone. Maybe that'll work better for you. You can hire someone to do it for you. Probably. Pause. Anyways. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I tried watching it one day. I'm like, it's the same for me.
Nah, I'm not feeling golf. Though.
I heard the video games can be fun, but I always wanted to try that out. This one dude, it's like a young dude. I don't know if his name is Rory or something. It's some like
Rory
that's it.
McElroy. McElroy.
Yeah, that's it.
McElroy.
It's like if you look at that dude, it's like, oh, you like some type of like.
It's because he's Irish, right?
Who? What are you talking about?
He's Irish.
So? I thought
Like Irish.
I had no clue. I thought he was like an English guy. All I knew is he was like. The only thing I really know about that guy is like Oh, you have something about like you being the youngest to win this thing over here or something like that. And the other thing was like when I saw like, oh, you actually do some type of like weightlifting.
Yeah. And then he fucked himself up playing basketball.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
What did he do?
He hurt himself
What did
playing
he do?
basketball. Yeah, like a knee injury or something.
Oh. They should record these things. How do you guys get hurt? I'd love to see that.
No one's doing shit like that anymore. There's too much hacking going on.
What do you mean?
People getting hacked all over the world, all over shit.
What are you talking about?
They probably have super phones. They have like Bruce Wayne phones.
Oh,
Celebrities
wait,
and shit.
What do you mean? Recording shit and it gets fucking okay. Oh my god, dude. Watch him still. No. No.
Will Too Short save the Golden State Warriors tonight?
Too short?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Rapper?
Oh.
Dun, dun, dun,
Yeah,
dun,
yeah.
dun, dun, dun.
I
Thought a
you-
whistle.
I thought you. I could have had.
Thought a
Just
whistle.
can't hear him. I thought you fucking whose nickname is that fucking the team? You know, they're all like above 6'3". Like, fuck you all. You know.
Dun, 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 dun.
Wow, I suddenly feel the need to go get a Coors Light.
Coors Light is trash. Let's be real.
I think I had it like once.
Is domestic beer in general trash?
Is domestic beer general trash?
In general.
Oh my god.
Oh, we're at third. Never mind.
Couldn't cancel it.
Well, the windows still look good.
Yeah. Corona's fucking awesome.
Make a wish. Oh, sure, Biggie.
Heineken smells like piss.
I didn't like the fucking taste of it.
Smells like urine.
Smells like urine.
Yeah.
It's fucking nasty, dude.
Doesn't taste that bad. Just smells bad.
Oh, trust me. Yeah.
Molson Triple X. Fuck with that. Fuck with that Canadian beer. Red Stripe.
Remember
those commercials?
what?
Red Stripe.
Nah. Don't remember.
Ah, you're too young.
One thing huh?
You're too young. No, you're not. There's used to be promoted on PTI.
If you show me, I'd be like,
Pardon the interruption. The Jamaican dude. Drink Red Stripe. I forgot the catchphrase. Come on.
If you showed me it, I'd be like, oh, probably. Is this for real? Like, this is for real, for real.
Oh, it's the best miniature golfers.
This looks like a gimmick instead of it being like an actual strategic.
Yeah, he's
fucking-
hosting, son. He's on the show. You better not lose the finals with this shit.
It's called Holy Moly. Oh, man. It was in the 2000s. I might.
Red
Maybe. It was a little while ago. I was watching like commercials and like shit from the 2000s and shit. I was like, whoa, I remember this.
Fuck. Throw it away. Pussy.
What was considered like racy back then? I saw the fucking. It was a Britney Spears Pepsi commercial. And parts of it was banned and shit. I'm like that would fly today probably. What's banned today is like ass shaking and shit. You can't do that. This is funny. I was like,
Twerking.
what the fuck? Yeah. Shit was just funny. I was like, I remember this. I saw Chips Ahoy commercials and shit. When I was a kid, I don't know how to feel now as far as the taste of it, right? But fuck, that shit was so fucking good, man.
Chips Ahoy?
Yeah,
Trash.
I thought it was so good.
Crunchy cookies are trash no matter what.
They weren't crunchy. Man, these things were like soft and shit, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I got it fucked up.
Maybe you're thinking of something else. These weren't crunchy.
God damn it.
It's like the oatmeal cookies that kind of just go like that. Like when you like break them apart. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? From what I remember.
Boys, your country is full of warmongers. The Gulf of Oman is a false flag. Yeah, we did a video on it.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of videos I gotta catch up with. The one you sent me, the two you sent me actually. The Bill Benny with the Russia Gate shit. Also the Lula, Brazil's president. Gotta do that one. I gotta go over the Bernie Sanders democratic socialism speech. There's one more. There's something else. Something else in there. Oh, Elizabeth Warren just repeating the talking points of Benjamin Netanyahu when she talks about the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. It's like, well, they're hiding behind children. That's how that happens.
It's like, hey, Elizabeth Warren, you want to talk about that sniper? Yeah, that sniper in the fucking wheelchair. And the the wheelchair, you know.
Y'all remember Much Music?
Much music?
Nah, it sounds commie.
I don't.
Sounds like communist.
Stop it.
Isn't that a TV channel in Canada?
Much music?
When I legally steal TV shows, that shows up.
Oh, I think I remember this.
Follow Glenn for the...
I think. This looks really familiar.
Follow Glenn for the Lula story. He was the one who got the leaks, and they haven't even went through them all. Yeah.
This looks really familiar.
There's actually... I did hear that when I watched the video. There is, I believe it might have been Corbett who did it, talking about Glenn Greenwald. No, it was I think something Corbett was a part of, that Newsbud channel.
Mm-hmm.
They were talking about Glenn Greenwald, like the Edward Snowden files.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, why are you releasing them at a time like this, like portions at a time, and then it's like, oh, buy my book and the rest is in there, and shit like that.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing? Like, just give them the WikiLeaks and move on, man.
God. Backstreet Boys.
Much music. That wasn't our thing. Our thing was like Now or
Something like that.
Now 10. Now number 10. Some shit like that.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, oh, this sounds familiar. I just don't fucking remember it.
These dudes' music is blow level 100
Who?
on that channel or whatever.
Oh.
It was the 90s Canadian MTV.
Oh, the Canadian.
Yeah,
thing.
that's still a channel, right? I've seen like South Park on there when I legally watch TV in Canada.
Steph Curry was grabbing his leg, man.
Ooh. Kyle pulled the chair. For some reason that's illegal now.
I remember I did
It used to
that.
be the only way to stop Shaq.
I did that in class. Like everyone thought it was funny, including my friend. My teacher made it like for real. She's like, "You could have broke his tailbone." I was like, "Fuck, man! You know what I'm saying? Just like a biggest party pooper."
No.
I got detention for that shit. It's like if only they knew, because my friend like earlier that day like pulled. No one saw it. Pulled the chair underneath my other friend. And all the other chairs, there's like 30 of them. They just collapse and it becomes dominoes and shit. Oh my god, man, that was insane.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of those in my lifetime.
Oh, the chair shit.
Like Ed the Sock or Nardwar. No fucking clue. Yeah, I agree. They make money off the leaks. For a second, I forgot you guys were Yankees. Yeah, it is trash now, like MTV. Tie game. Klay Thompson with the layup.
My sister had MTV on where it was either MTV or no, it was. I think so. Yeah, that was back in like 2005, 6.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck this trash. And I remember what something was on. It was like The Life of Ryan. I'm like, fuck this. This shit's
I don't even know
garbage.
what that is.
It was a show. It was a show on about it's like a reality show about that guy Ryan Sheckler, the skater.
Okay.
And that was it. I'm like, fuck
Yeah.
this. I hated it. I hated him, and I hated this. I just hated it all in general. So I'm like, oh, I don't get to watch TV right now, and I have to watch this bullshit.
I think I watched The Real World to stare at
Oh.
hot chicks.
I was like, what,
And
9?
Before that, they used to have like late night, like it was like almost porn basically.
8?
And I
Fuck.
would watch that shit. I was probably like, I don't even know, 11 or something when that shit was happening. Damn it, Steph.
Look at his fucking face.
Nardwar is trash now, but he had the best interviews. He would like dox people with info that nobody knew about. Just dig up shit from their childhood. Fuck.
Jeez. I gotta wait. Propaganda is Canadian, right?
Apparently. Allegedly.
I wonder, did Propaganda watch Degrassi? Because that shit was Canadian.
Yeah.
I wonder. Drake was there.
I like barely realized halftime happened.
I didn't even know it was they were in the third. So.
Warriors need this. Well, duh, but. What is this? Hobgobble. Nardwar versus Snoop Dogg in 2000.
This dude's still around today. This dude, I saw him on Instagram. He's an odd cat, like an odd cat. They made them watch Degrassi and Sex Ed. That's fucking funny.
Never got into Degrassi. I'm a South of Nowhere guy.
Think of it like, what do you call
There
it?
was lesbians
There
on
was
that.
this. There was lesbians on that show too.
I wouldn't know.
Me and my brother were like, I think he was 10. I know, I was 10, he was 11, and we were trying to watch some show, and it was just like this other Nickelodeon channel, whatever the fuck.
Noggin.
That might have been it. Then it's like Teen Noggin or something. We're like, what the fuck is this? Because we saw some dude I saw Drake get shot in like in a commercial. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I didn't even know who it was. I didn't even know who he was. It was a kid with like long hair and glasses. I guess he was like a nerd who got picked on, like shot him and shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck is that? Disregard that.
But Doc's in a good way. It was always interesting. And they made us watch. Oh, you read that already?
Yeah, they made them watch Degrassi and Sex Ed.
Only time I seen it, really. That's weird.
Yeah, it's from what I saw, nothing great. No,
Oh, boy.
don't even.
He also gives off gifts. He also gives gifts to the guests. Like albums that are rare. Great reactions. Snoop Dogg is greedy and just wants more.
Snoop Dogg can box now, allegedly.
You want this hook, cuz?
I don't know. Like, can you imagine that guy has found a way? Like, that guy probably. I wonder, man. Guys like him, man. Like, I wonder what you eat. Do you eat like just junk food all goddamn day, and you just burn it off by smoking all that weed? Who fucking knows? But him and Wiz Khalifa have allegedly been doing like a lot of MMA training or just like boxing or whatever the fuck. I felt so bad because like, I'm sure, man, that dude got an idea what to do. Oh. It was
now I thought he blocked him.
Rogan was watching him like hit pads and shit. It's just so funny to me. And it showed a video of him doing like a fucking Bruce Lee kick in the air.
Yeah.
You want this hook cut?
What one did you see, James? I guess of that guy.
Of what?
Noirwar.
Moirwar?
Nardwar.
I don't know, man. He was on Instagram or something like that.
Yeah.
He's like an awkward interviewer guy with like a really small mic or something like that. Something like that. Like a weird. It might have been A$AP Rocky, the rapper. It might have been him. Maybe. Or maybe an MMA fighter. Oh, that's gone.
Guys, what are your thoughts on people dressing up kids in drag at gay pride rallies? Right or wrong? If it's not the kid's choice, then it's wrong.
I would agree.
Pretty simple.
Yep. Jesus Christ, this commercial. I hope it's actually funny.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, choice always needs to be considered, you know? Which is why, if everyone there is cool with it, including the kid, there's nothing fucking wrong with it. And if you believe otherwise, you're probably conditioned.
Now, there can be cases where parents encourage it.
Oh, sure, that's different, though.
But the problem is these dipshits like Crowder or Vincent James or people like that, they think, like, if the kid's like, oh, Mom, I really want to do this. It's like, you be yourself, okay? Whatever you want to be, I'm going to try to help you become that. I'm going to work with you. It's like, oh, look at him encouraging the kid to do this. That's what dipshits like Vincent James and Crowder and all those guys do. You got to make a distinction. And these guys won't let you know the distinction because they want to lie to you. They want you on their team, and it seems to be working.
Yeah. Now, ready? There's self-expression, then there's a lack of I would call it a lack of understanding the internal content that you feel the need to express, which is good. Then I believe it gets lost in the, well, I feel this way, and I see other people somewhat familiar ideas, I guess. So I'll do that, which is why I think that, I have an opinion on the whole transgender thing too. You know.
Well, you gotta allow room for people to fuck up.
Oh sure.
As well.
Sure.
So.
It's like, if you don't understand what I'm saying right now, then I have an idea what you're gonna assume I'm saying. Oh, you think it's okay? You think it's okay for like parents to give their kids estrogen pills? It's like, no.
I didn't say all that.
No.
I meant dressing them up.
I've heard somebody like what I just said or what you just said. I've heard people just fly right to that. Well, that's what you mean. It's like, no.
I was talking about the kids dressing the way they want to dress.
I'm saying it leads into that.
Like, if you feel that way, you can do that when you're 18 or 19 or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
When you're an adult.
Yeah.
All right. Propaganda. He interviewed Nirvana when they were not famous, when they were not super famous.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's like an actual interview guy or if he's more of like a comedy guy. I don't know.
Propaganda. I think females wear garbage that is only given to them by creepy capitalists. It ends up brainwashing everyone into thinking that females shouldn't dress practical. Why do you think I like Metric? She purposely wears girly stuff on stage.
I think
I don't know if she does that anymore.
I think it's about intentions, That's why, to me, I'd say clothing is neutral. Well,
Yeah.
it is. I could argue that clothing is neutral.
Females don't need to ever do work so they can show skin. Nardwar has metric interviews you might be into. I don't need interviews, but I might check it out anyways. Propaganda. I think trans or gay people wouldn't dress like females if it wasn't for creepy ass people making humans a commodity. You might have a point there.
The other thing
Check out Merchants of Cool.
Yeah, exactly. The other thing to consider too, right, is just I feel a certain way, right? I want to express that. Like I'd say most people try to, right? Even if it is even if they are, I would call it a level of maturity, so immature or whatever have you, right? So they get up to a certain point, right? Like I want to, and I'm going to like self-express. But then they get to the point where it's like they stop going as far as finding. I would say it's in a way it's like literally finding out who you really are, like who you are, you know. But as far as like when I see social conditioning, what social conditioning is, right? So when someone says, "Well, I'm really a woman," like I'm really a woman trapped in a man's body, or vice versa. It's like, are you mistaking a feeling as opposed to like something internal as opposed to something that's external? Like I feel this way, or I want to wear this, or I want to do that. Do you think just women do this, or you think just men do this? You know what I'm saying? I think it's a misunderstanding. You know, that's what I would say. I wouldn't call it a sickness. Absolutely not. I think it's just no, I would call it that, a misunderstanding. Really.
Yeah.
Like if you want to have a dress, you know, and wear long hair, like you know, have long hair and all that stuff, or whatever have you, but you believe, well, this is what it means to be a woman. You see how it sounds like there's definite social conditioning involved. Oh, this is a woman. This is what a woman does, as opposed to why not just be yourself. Like the little definition of being, you know? Oh fuck, that's clutch. That's building. I hit the building.
Same thing with dudes.
Yeah.
Like same thing with non-trans people, right? Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, dudes do this, and they fall into that conditioning.
Yeah. So it's like
Fire away.
good luck if you're gonna be like, oh, you support the blah, 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 blah. Like you're okay with kids wearing dresses. Actually, if the kid wants to really fucking wear a dress, there's different cultures out there that fucking like, you know, right? Different clothes. What a kilt? What's it called? Kilt or Celt or whatever the fuck?
Kilt.
Kilt. Yeah, there you go.
Samoan motherfuckers.
You keep going. What does
So-
Japanese wear?
Like samurai and shit.
Oh, I'm talking about.
Yeah, samurai. Underneath all the armor,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
shit
yeah.
they wear.
I don't remember the name of it. 1800s, early 1800s, mid 1800s. You know. I'm sure they wore that before then. But the point is, oh, there's a cultural thing. So when I say social conditioning, oh, Billy, you may never really thought about it, but you ever thought it was weird how, you know, Sally was always given dresses to wear, or feminine? And when I would say feminine, I don't mean the yin and yang, feminine, masculine thing. I mean on the surface, shallow understanding of what feminine is. Feminine, oh, you're a woman. Masculine, oh, you're a boy. You know? I mean, everything is weird.
I'll make this simple. You're in Toys R Us. Mm-hmm. You're in a fucking kid toy store.
Okay. Yeah, this is better. Better example.
And there's a superhero section, you know? Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, look at all these superheroes. You know, and they cater the superheroes to boys. Like, boys like to, you know, beat up the bad guy thing. And girls don't. Mm-hmm. So they put all the superheroes all in the boys section.
Yeah.
And then they say, Wonder Woman. We're going to put her in the girls section because it's Wonder Woman. And it's like, aren't they just superheroes? Shouldn't superheroes just be like a superhero section?
Yep.
rather than boys here, girls
There's
here.
even like stuff like color.
Look at all this
coordination,
pink.
Color
Look at all this
coordination
blue.
Imagery.
Yeah.
You know, it shows like boys playing with the Transformers or the Ninja Turtles, and it shows girls playing the Barbies or the dress up or the whatever the fuck. You know?
Yeah. No, it's innate.
Then there's
It's natural.
Then there's Legos, right? And they market that towards probably boys
Boys.
and girls. Oh, I thought it was boys and girls. Oh,
No, they'll color code it for.
gotcha.
Like, oh, pink ones and bright colors. That's girls.
Yeah, that's creepy. Sad too. Even the bikes. Even the bikes.
Yeah, little pom-pom things on the end of the bike handles. Fuck. Clay on fire. 25 points, 7-11
This is gonna be
from
fun.
the field.
Wait till this at bat's over.
I'll wait. Make sure you don't skip any other comments.
I didn't skip anything. I'm trying to make sure we don't skip anything. Let's call it song.
Here
What?
comes Gotti.
I predict the Raptors are gonna actually pull this off. They're gonna win tonight.
All right.
Never mind.
Now he interviews like no other. You actually learn about the band and their life.
Okay.
Like he goes deep. Pause.
Oh, it's because I said I don't know if he's like a comedy like interviewer guy, you know.
That's cool.
No, I like that. That's fun. Yeah.
By the way, I think Emily Haynes is legitimately a dope human being. Just hearing interviews here and there, I've heard of her. It's like, oh, you sound like a real person. Or am I just being a fanboy? I could just be being a fanboy. Alright. Propaganda. Genghis Khan had long hair. People gotta realize that trends and looks change and don't define anything. Remember The Last Samurai? When they cut off the dude's hair? He's like, no!
You know what it represented though?
It meant something, obviously, to
Yeah.
him. But he had long hair.
Yeah.
If he wasn't looking at you like, oh, is that a girl? And he turns around like, oh, okay. Whatever. In other universes, all people wear booty shorts and tube tops. Remind me to never go there. That would look horrible.
I just imagine. I'm like, wait a minute. I just imagine everyone's like this, like wearing booty. Like fuck. See, I'm conditioned to go. Oh no.
King me. Nah, dude. If my son wants to wear makeup and a dress, I'm beating his ass till he grows brain cells.
Oh,
That would be,
that's silly, son.
That'd be molestation if you beat him up like that. Oh, you meant like physically harm him. Okay. That'd be child abuse. What if your kid was like potentially the one to cure cancer, but you beat the shit out of him, and just knocked it out of his system? Like, you can't do certain things, son. Sorry. You will never do certain things. Thus, yeah. You gotta let expression flow, man. Let it go.
Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Muay Thai. James and Jordan. Single confirmed. I hit home runs, son. I don't fuck around with singles.
I'm more of a line drives in the gap, so there's ways. There is ways. Make sure a single turns into a double. You know?
Propaganda. Girls like pink. Why do men wear pink in Asia? Why does Cameron wear pink? No one knows. It's a mystery.
Killicam.
He literally has his own color, which is like a super neon hot pink, I think.
Yeah.
Check out Cameron. He made pink cool in like the early 2000s.
2003, right? Right? That fucking pink car of his, right?
Yeah. The whole boy-girl shit drives me insane with my sister's kids. They have Lego friends for girls. Look it up. It's so damn lame, James.
Talking to me?
Yeah. It's so damn lame, James.
Okay.
Just rhyming a bit.
Wait, what is it?
Lego Friends
Lego Friends.
for girls. Uh-oh. 3-on-2. There's Clay. Oh, I hope he didn't hurt himself. He's grabbing his knee. Shit.
Oh, no. Oh,
Oh,
dude, that's
no.
bad.
He landed bad, too.
Oh, shit, dude.
He might be okay.
We'll see.
It might be one of those things where you're just scared as fuck. You're like, fuck. Okay, it's not that bad.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I don't know, like, I understand the way marketing is, so I'd say, oh, yeah, fuck that, you know. But if the kid has the choice, like, I want to look like this, and I genuinely like this color or this shape, or I want a bunch of princesses for Legos, whatever the fuck, you know. I don't got a problem with that, but I understand the way marketing is, you know.
Yeah.
Just look at merchants so cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I can understand that. Why it's like, yeah, it's dumb.
Propaganda. Your kid would grow up with PTSD and be the next church shooter. I was talking to Kingman, saying he'd beat brain cells into him.
All I'm saying is, there's something to look at when someone's trying to express themselves. Oh,
Yeah. I looked down when it happened. Oh, look, Steph Curry's wearing hot pink shoes right now. Neon pink, whatever. He's done.
you saw that? You see the way he landed?
What, it bend in? Yeah, I saw it when it initially happened. I'm like, yep, he's going to be hurt.
What was I saying?
Out for the game. Warriors have a 3-point lead.
It's
and it's
a lack
that's
of
not good.
a lack
Unless
of
Steph
yeah.
does something crazy.
When a lack of self-expression, you know, is I would say enforced. You know,
Yeah.
there's something to worry about. I really do. You know, like imagine like no more rap, just takes it away, or no more sports. You know, no more braiding your hair, no more dreads, or no more fucking long hair.
Yeah.
Like he meant like, then you get rebels.
Yeah.
So it's like, much like what we have today. There's definite parts.
Muay Thai says, what are
Parts
your
of the
thoughts
world.
on the British government and their murder and pillage of other countries?
Propaganda?
Muay Thai said that.
Oh, Muay Thai.
I don't
think it's
know.
horrible.
I don't know enough about it
The
specifically.
British government?
I mean, I have some thoughts of it. They're always the ally in certain scenarios and this and that. But I don't have a full, detailed catalog in the back of my mind like
Oh,
I
me
do with
either.
the U.S.
Me either, but the point is this. If you look back in history, right? England, Great Britain, etc., all that, you know. Oh, have they murdered people?
Is he out there?
Have they murdered people?
Oh, he's back.
Hello? Jordan?
I hear you.
Have they murdered people? Yeah. Okay. Have they killed people? Sure. And is it wrong? Yes. So. Ooh, he's a savage. He's a savage, man.
Oh, you have to stay in the game?
At least get him a brace or something, you know?
Oh, he has to stay in the game to shoot the free throws. And
Oh. And then he leaves?
I guess then he leaves. Kobe's was better. Let's be real. Kobe tore his Achilles. He's like, fuck that. I'm shooting the free throws. I'm getting those points. He swished both of them. Oh, he has some of that MJ psycho thing going on.
Oh, I'm aware of that. I've heard stories. Oh, you staying in? Okay, cool.
He has to stay in until the ball stopped. Why would you let Boogie do it, though? Have McKinney do it. Whatever. Propaganda says, but Nardwuar is also comical. He is so fucking weird. I'm sure he is.
That's what I guess. That's what I saw. I guess him being kind of like awkward as hell.
Muay Thai caveman had long hair, for fuck's sake. Propaganda, I have long hair. Muay Thai, totally different ways of looking at it. That means I'm too late on comments.
I would need context, you know.
Propaganda, I have to climb a tree to take a shit.
Sounds like a good metaphor. Yeah. I have to
Yeah.
climb a tree to take a shit.
You're on King Me's comment.
King me? What do
Proper-
you drive?
I drive a Cadillac Escalade. Nah. I drive a tractor because it's snowing all the time here. Need something power.
I got what do you call it? A bunch of huskies in a sled. That's what I got.
I have the Batmobile. They borrowed my car for the movie.
There's also what do you call it?
The Christopher Nolan version.
I have a BMW, but it's frozen. It's mine by word, not officially, but it's mine by word. But it's frozen. You know. Propaganda. You can get normal Lego girls. Like, why make Lego friends? I mean, I understand it, you know. I understand, like, marketing towards, like, a specific, like, demographic or group of people, and then you find out those group of people or, you know, whatever have you, are like, socially conditioned to think, oh, this is what I like, you know. So I get that, you know. It's creepy. Especially when these guys, like, if you ever watch Merchants of Cool, where, like, these dudes that are, like, what are they called? They're not the head of the company, but they work for the company, and they literally, like, they're interviewing the teenager or whatever the fuck, and they, like, lower themselves. They sit on the ground, they look up to him, ask him questions. Tell us, you know, what's your relationships like? You have a girlfriend? They, like, lower them, they sit on the ground. It's like, fuck, whoa.
No, they ask him first whether he has a girlfriend or not.
Oh, right. They're sitting on the ground already, though.
That's a part of the interview process.
No, they sit on the ground, though. They do that first, right off the bat.
No. Before he even,
Oh,
they
for
even
real?
go to his house, they know shit about him like that.
Oh, they had to fill out like a form or something like that. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's weird, man. That's
Why are
weird.
you asking a 15-year-old?
Yeah, he was like
Dating?
15
What's
or
it like with your
16.
girlfriend? You wanna?
Imagine, is it a question mark or not? Is it serious? Yes or no? We're not asking too much. We're just asking, like, do you take this seriously? Where I left off.
Yeah.
Shit like that's weird, you know. So you're
I
targeting.
don't know if it was Merchants of Cool or the corporate. It might have been the corporation, that documentary, where guys, they literally hire guys to hang
that's
out,
clutch, son.
walk around the streets, like major cities, walk in the streets and start talking about their products, like they're normal people just talking about. Like, man, I really like Sprite, man. That shit quenches your thirst. They just chill out in corners, fucking drinking Sprite, holding the label out.
Those guys would
Like
get
sleeper
spotted.
cells.
Those guys would get spotted immediately.
Not in Times Square.
Who's in
Motherfuck-
Times Square,
These
son?
motherfuckers are faking shit.
That's out. That's out. Daniel Murphy. Daniel Murphy, man.
Ashton Rentenzia had this guy. Oh, on Going Underground. Oh, the Nardwuar guy. Let's find out. The fuck is this? Cool Down? Is it music? King Me. Half-Life 3 officially confirmed on Steam by Valve.
My brother played Half-Life. I remember that game.
I've never played Half-Life.
He really liked it.
I do like PC, so fuck Steam though. Just download it illegally. Ruben Garcia, do you know who the golden one is? Yeah, it's the Thor-looking dude who's on like heavy loads of steroids.
The golden one?
Remember this steroided dude who looks like Thor, has like the Thor haircut?
Oh, the small head?
Yeah.
Pause. Yeah, him.
I don't know that much about it. I saw
Me either.
a couple of videos. I think he did a speech at like American Renaissance.
He seems very silly,
Yeah.
from what I remember. And I could be wrong, but my intuition's telling me no.
Yeah.
He said something silly where I was like, oh, you're not serious.
And we always make distinctions, man. We don't
Yeah.
think all these guys are bad people.
No,
Just the ones that we think are bad. It's like, come on, guys.
Even-
like Crowder, Shapiro,
I could really even go in depth on what we mean by bad,
Molyneux.
what we mean by bad people.
Yeah.
You know? Or
Yeah,
good people.
true that. Like a guy like Owen Benjamin, I'm like, oh, he's just a dumbass.
And the funny thing is, there's videos.
And he's funny as fuck.
There's videos where
He's
we
fucking
explain
hilarious.
it. There's videos where we explain that. So it's like,
Yeah.
no excuse. You guys can go look back at it.
Propaganda. I made
This is close.
some stop motion with my nephew's Legos. He has thousands of dollars of this shit. Yeah, I saw that one.
Legos are cool, man.
Ruben says, that comment Propaganda made about Legos reminds me of when either Nerf or some other toy gun company made those dumb crossbows for girls.
Is that in? Nope.
Oh,
I think that's good.
but you ever heard of that?
Wow.
Crossbows for girls from like Nerf or...
Yeah, I've heard of that. Weird. Like, remember Super Soakers, the water guns and shit?
Yeah,
I remember, like, boys, girls,
I
all
remember
them.
Nerf guns and all that, yeah.
They all play with them and shit, you know?
Oh, I had it. Me and my friends had all that fucking shit.
Me too.
When we were kids.
Super Soakers and shit, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna mimic the motion which you use the gun itself, you know? Nah,
I'm not doing the pump action. but-
exactly. But the point is, the difference between, this is for everybody. Then there's, this is for you, this group over here, and this is for you. Take your at-bat, son. Aww. The Lion King.
Propaganda, my niece has one. Girls can kill too, motherfucker. Women are strong now. We can shoot AKs at people as well. Look.
Oh, did you see what Corbett did? Women can be in Boogeyman Grove, too.
Ruben says, yes, it's the Thor guy. Propaganda, the Revolutionary Minds Band is super poetic and political. We'll have to find out. Alright. HRC can kill the best of the boys.
HRC can kill the best of the boys. Yeah. From what from the information that I see, I'm sure they can. I mean, she can. Propaganda,
Yes,
I think
she
Shapiro and Crowder are CIA. If they aren't, I'm sure they
Say that again?
I think Propaganda said I think Shapiro and Crowder are CIA.
Huh. Who brought up Operation Paper? Was it Paperclip? Not Paperclip. That's
Paper
the
Trail?
Nazi one.
Paper Trail?
No.
I don't remember.
The fuck? The shit with Anderson Cooper?
Don't know.
Was it Paperclip?
Don't know.
God damn it. I know Ruben's gonna correct me.
Basically, I could definitely fucking see that.
Paperclip was the Nazis, I believe.
I would like to believe you guys are just idiots, you know, corrupt little assholes who are
Nazi
low on the
side. What
low on the totem
freak?
pole.
What is it different here? We put
Let's see. Owen Benjamin is becoming awoken, says Ruben Garcia.
Well, he's realizing these guys are playing him, so he flips out at him, but then he holds on to those other guys.
Yeah, it's like,
And he's got to realize those guys are fucking with him as well.
propaganda. Yeah, Lego is one toy that doesn't get old. It doesn't. Legos are fun.
I would still play with Legos.
I still have them. I promised that little tyrant, the little tyrant over there,
Oh, you can have them or something?
he can have some. I might give him some.
Take the pink ones.
Dude, I have a fuck ton of them. They're fucking cool. I might give them. I might give them all.
I remember the log cabin ones.
Mhm.
You remember those? Those are
dude,
old
I got a
school.
bunch of the fucking Star Wars ones, the town ones, the mini or the vehicle ones. I make my own. Like, I don't want to build your
that's
fucking.
it?
I don't want to buy your. I don't want to build your motorcycle. I want to build my own thing. It was so fun.
I don't mean Legos. I mean they were like simulating wooden logs that you build shit with.
Yeah.
Ah. Yeah. They weren't Legos though. Mockingbird. That's what the fuck it is. Fucker. My sister used to love Nerf guns. I never really got those. I got Super Soakers for sure, but Nerf guns I never got.
Think of it like they were cool, except you had to fucking pick them all up. That's a bitch.
Me and my friends had like BB guns, so.
Oh, you're fucking. Yeah. Oh, my skin's broken. Whoever bleeds first loses.
I had like the yellow, like plastic-y, rubbery one, but my neighbor had the metal pellets.
Oh my god.
It's fucking savages. I'm not reading that. Pump for me, boys. Propaganda. I totes agree with Corbett's last video on deep fake. The CIA has been using this shit for a long time. And it corrects me, Mockingbird. Thank you, Propaganda.
Oh, what do you say?
A deep fake.
Oh.
Oh, for sure. Corbett's so tedious, he's usually very accurate. Very, very accurate. His assessments I might disagree with. As far as, like, what do we do about this?
Oh, yeah. I look at him, hey, man, tell me what happened. That's it.
Yeah.
Tell me what happens. Specifically, events or statistics, whatever have you. Tell me what happened.
Yeah.
Not your solution. I'm not here for that. You know what I mean?
Ruben Garcia. Crowder is not intelligent enough to be CIA. He does get funded by Robert Mercer, along with many, many, many other right-wing channels. For sure. For sure.
I don't know if look. All I can say is I don't know if he's not intelligent enough. I wouldn't say that. Remember, he's like a provocateur distraction. That's what I look at him as. That's all he needs to be. You know.
Yeah.
He's smart enough to know who to not talk to. He's smart enough who not to mention. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He could just be a creep on his own.
So compare him to a guy like Vincent James who just shoots himself in the foot constantly.
Yeah.
Like consistently. They both do, but one's doing it like, hey, listen, like
Blatantly.
Blatantly. Crowder's gonna do it regardless, because like, hey, dude, to ignore this fucking story over here, you're gonna look suspicious no matter what, right? But there's a way of doing it where it's like, oh, you have an idea what's going on. You're purposely not talking about it, as opposed to like Vincent James, who's just like, you're gonna be so fucking blatant and apparent that, you know, I don't think you're ever gonna get big, man.
He has a large following, for sure.
You're like this, a small knit community. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who will subscribe. You know what I'm saying here? If it's like you think, wow, you have 100 people in this room. Damn. Then you go to this other convention over here to the south or whatever. Wow, there's 300 people here too, or 100 people. You find out it's the same exact group of people and shit. So how much is like 200,000, 300,000 really? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Alright. Propaganda. Yeah, if not CIA, they are funded by Kochs and other billionaires. They are the new Fox News.
Been saying that. I call them Neo Fox News.
Propaganda. James, Legos are worth a lot now.
Oh, are they?
Used Legos are gold.
Now I should start selling them on the street. Listen. I got a Star Wars Lego set from 2002. 2 for $5 or 3 for $10.
Ruben Garcia. All the major YouTubers get funded by some evil rich asshole, and increasingly Jewish ones. Shapiro. That's someone else. I don't know. I always look at their message, man. No matter what.
Oh.
Van
This shit
Fleet.
is close.
9 minutes left.
Yeah.
91-91. Propaganda. Shapiro is not intelligent, just educated.
Well, he's able.
That's actually a pretty good point.
He's able to regurgitate information.
Yeah.
Look, there's ways of measuring intelligence, right? I would look at intelligence as far as how a spectrum goes, right? There's me being able to retain information and regurgitate it, to be able to remember, like, you know, this and this and this and this, you know? That's one thing. Then there's moral intelligence, right? Or body intelligence. So there's like a wide variety, like a spectrum.
Yeah.
That's why it's like, if I'm just being like, you know, social and simple here, it's like, oh, yeah, I would agree. Like, oh, he's not smart, guys. He's just able to regurgitate talking points consistently.
The shit he says is just as dumb as Crowder, says Propaganda.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ruben says, the state of the world is a lot worse than what even alternative media describes it.
I would agree. You know, from what I've seen.
Yeah.
You know?
Propaganda, but the CIA hires people who can act. Crowder could be playing a part. I read John Karaku's book, and he talks about how deep the CIA goes into blending in. Yeah, I was just talking about Merchants of Cool, right? Where advertisers will literally have people walking around talking about whatever product, like they're normal civilians just talking about it. So why wouldn't the CIA do that? Anyways.
I mean, for real, you think...
Just a hypothesis, says Propaganda. Ruben Garcia. What is Vincent James's political stance? I don't watch him.
Oh, let's see. Well, he believes... Well, he claims he's a conservative, right? But as far as observing him and comparing his views or his tendencies, his subjects that he discusses, you compare them as far as where the political spectrum would go, where he would land. He would probably land right there at the thing people call alt-right. So he believes that the biggest issue in America, the biggest area of concern should be immigration. And it comes with this whole ideology of the white race is disappearing, and it's strategic. They don't want you to talk about this, he says. And
Yeah.
It keeps going.
He's pandering to that whole thing that sort of grew because Trump got in office. I'm not saying Trump's a white nationalist or something. I'm saying these guys used his emergence as a boost.
I'll call it a trampoline.
They use it as a boost to
It's a trampoline.
put their message or whatever out there.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know.
He's 240.
There he is. But yeah, he has whatever he brings up as far as a problem in the world, he's going to bring race into it. If he doesn't say it overtly, he basically means that based off his past content.
Oh, sure. So
even his gripes with Israel, I think, are racially based to some degree.
if you narrow down his what he believes, he probably, from what I've seen, and I put money on it, he thinks that a group of people are, because of their ethnicity, they're genetically predisposed to behave a specific way, which means a group of people, because their ethnicity, are genetically predisposed to behave more immoral than others. Does that make sense? You guys are prone to behave. You guys are more prone to commit crime.
Yeah.
That's why we don't want them here. That's what he's saying.
He says,
We did a bunch of videos on this. You guys want to look at it? I mean, go check it out.
He does a poor analysis of it. He says he tries to link it to aggression, right? But then morality gets left out of the door because he has to believe in morality because he's a Catholic Christian.
Yeah, so I asked him, okay, who was the chooser? And then that went, to explain what that is basically, it's what is the chooser meaning? What that basically means is there free will? I mean, I have the whole conversation saved just in case one day, if he ever fucking goes back on that. Like, hey, dude, I remember this. We had this little conversation.
Yeah.
It ended to him with, I can't remember what was specifically said, but what was it? Do you remember how it went specifically, like what he said in the end? All I remember is I disagree with him saying, okay, well, that's not what you just described there is not free will.
He says, go use your Google machine and look up this idea that he talks about.
Basically, with what he's saying, right, as far as a group of people being genetically predisposed to behave a certain way, okay, then there's no free will. Then there's no soul, right? And you claim that you're a Christian. So see how this is very conflating and contradicting to what you say you believe in. It's no one way or the other. And if you narrow it down to a certain point, it becomes you're creating your own religion. You're creating your own belief system. Like, literally creating it rather than following something.
Yeah.
It's literally like, I'm not gonna go to church today because or at this time of day because I don't like this pastor. We like this pastor better. It's like, what? For what reason? So, in the end, I got called the troll. Oh, you're a troll. Don't be a troll. I'm like, dude, you're bringing this idea onto a platform, onto a podium, telling it to everybody. And when I challenge your idea, I'm questioning it. I'm asking, hey man, you sure? Are you sure this is the way?
Imagine if we did that to...
Hold on. It's literally like someone getting a podium, putting it in the middle of town, saying their ideas, and then you oppose an opposing argument. And you're being serious. You're not being silly. There's no jokes here. And they call you a troll. Don't be a troll. It's like, what?
Well...
In what fucking world?
It's a trend. You can even see it in Stefan Molyneux, right? That's not an argument. When he scrambles, and it's obvious, his fallback is, that's not an argument. Which you can say about anything. You could twist and play mental gymnastics with any content.
You can play semantics and shit.
Turn it into not an argument.
All right. When I'm joking around with Pompeo.
Okay.
I'll tell you why. Inside joke. I'll play semantics and shit just to fuck with him. It's funny. But then there's a point where it's like, I can see how like when someone's really having like a debate or an argument, That's why you need to establish what your words mean, like right in the beginning. Like right in the beginning. Okay, like I'm gonna establish what knowing is as opposed to what believing is.
It depends.
Let's just say if it's like a certain person.
If it needs to go there, then yeah. Alright. Propaganda, for real. Lego sets are worth hundreds.
Really?
Ruben Garcia, Ben Shapiro's family probably has Mossad connections. Or they're brainwashed.
I would go brainwashed, probably.
Propaganda, like a secret shopper.
Yes.
Ruben Garcia, okay, Vincent James is actual alt-right. I don't even think they like him anymore. Well, the equivalents of like a Starbucks coffee sipper.
Mm-hmm.
Then yeah, I guess you'd be considered alt-right. But if you look at, all right, I guess that's fair enough. Cause I'm looking at like the New Zealand shooters, like these guys don't go. These guys just want to show you charts and shit. That's all bullshit.
It's a little bit different.
Yeah. Ruben Garcia, like Red Ice TV.
Yeah.
Red Ice is a little more overt. A lot more overt. I bet they don't even talk to someone who disagrees with them like that.
No.
Maybe not. I don't know. Go check out old Red Ice shit if you want to hear some interesting. Or just check out Michael Tsarian on Red Ice back in the day. Like 06, 07, 08, that time frame. And then
You'll see the drastic fucking like 180.
That's not an endorsement of someone. I'm just saying the ideas are there. I think that I used to think in my mind like you should have to get through Tsarian before you can start talking about this other shit. If you can listen to what he's saying and get through that, then you can move on to the next step. Because it's such a breakdown type of content.
I enjoyed it.
It's such breakdown type of content to where you're thinking about it, like, fuck, where am I fucking up at?
It's to the point where it's like I adopt some of the language and terms, you know, but I apply it my own way.
Yeah. Ruben Garcia. I saw some alt-right people now say that Red Ice is not reactionary, racist enough. Yeah, go read their comments. Go read the comments section of these guys, of Red Ice, of Vincent James.
Oh, yeah, there's a reason why Vincent James will not read some of his fucking comments. Oh, I can't say that. I can't say this.
Yeah.
Not only will he not like read what his comments say, whether he has a fucking like super chat or something like that, right? But certain topics, right, or his like end goal or what he's really trying to say is he won't be very clear. What he'll basically do is it's like if I'm walking you down a road, right, this is your destination right here. This house, this is the address, as opposed to him just leaving you arrows of where to go. Then it's like, right, it's like you're walking down this long road and there's only one way and it leads to a house, but he doesn't tell you where it is. You just have to assume this is the direction where I'm going here, and it's so fucking blatant.
Yeah.
I would call him a coward.
Yeah.
He's a coward.
I don't think he says fully what he really believes.
No.
Anyways, Ruben says, I hate how SJWs keep trying to force the meme that all the right-wing channels and anyone who doesn't agree with SJW's Antifa is alt-right, and they proceed to spam Charlottesville and Heather Heyer. And that's the girl that died.
Yeah.
Well, they're dumbasses. They want those guys around. They want them around, just like corporate Democrats want Trump around.
It gives them a reason to keep fucking.
It gives them room to be absolutely full of shit, because they're fighting the other guys full of shit, and those guys have, you know, as far as they have a dirtier window when you're looking through. It's like, oh, I can see on the surface how, you know, bad this could be.
That's him.
So,
if we get rid of the team playing, right, and we stick to pure ideas, because this is the reason why they want like these little propped up teams, whatever you want to call it, Democratic, progressive, or conservative, or Republican, whatever, or fucking independent. They want these groups around, that way they can divert attention or divert you away from the actual problem and or solution to the problem itself, the actual problem. And as long as people do that, right, or they literally have groups become, like a new group being formed or being made, and someone's selling you the idea of, they don't want us saying this, they don't want us saying these ideas right now. Really investigate what those ideas are, what ideas are being presented to the table. Really investigate what a true idea is, an authentic idea versus an inauthentic idea. And you'll come to the conclusion, probably like I did, to the point where it's like, oh, they want these guys around to divert your fucking attention away to the away from the actual problem. And these dudes are fucking Pied Pipers. And they'll lead you to the fucking room of fire, basically. You ever wonder why when the door slams, they're not in there with you? You know what I'm saying? So,
Ruben says people with Pepe avatars accuse you of being a troll. I started watching Red Ice TV's 2011 to 2015 videos, and their content at first was different from today, but you can see how they were moving to their current direction over time. Maybe. I mean, I bet if you put like a trend tracker out there and you look at, you know, corporate fucking neoliberal Democrats talking about race with everything, like blaming white people and shit like that, I bet these guys started rising up with that type of content.
Probably.
And it's like guys. You already reported on them lying to you about war, lying to you about this, lying to you about that. What do you think they're doing with you now? You don't think they're playing with you? That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't think you're rats in a cage where they're just throwing little pieces of cheese here and there?
That was beautiful. Jesus Christ, look at that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. So whenever someone like Crowder, someone like Vincent James, or even someone who's like a fucking neoliberal dude on YouTube or even on TV, like they don't want you to hear this.
Yeah.
Fucking really, really look at them hard and go like, are you fucking selling me something here, buddy? You know? No worries though. Prepare with Vince. My mega protein. It's like, fuck out of here. God damn, man. There's a reason why guys like that, they're arguing someone silly too. There's no doubt. But when someone like that, he was arguing with somebody. He had a fucking debate with someone, and mind you, he chooses specific people, so that's interesting too. But besides the point. Someone brings up the war on drugs, and he's like, you'll see guys like that run away, just run.
Yeah. All right. Toasted Network says, do you think Henry Cejudo can get the next big thing for the UFC? Or be the next big thing? He's going to have to clean out the bantamweight division. Flyweight, it's like...
There's going to have to be way more threats and way more well-known fighters to be in either division for him to be fucking the next big thing.
Bantamweight. Flyweight would, like, DJ already cleaned it out.
Yeah.
And you beat him, so...
Well, people argue even when he cleaned it out, it's like... I'm sure there's good fighters there. If you're talking about like in a killer division where you have 10 fighters that any given day could be champion, that's something else, you know.
Yeah.
Like bantamweight, right? You got Faber, you got Garbrandt, you got Dillashaw, you got Cruz who could come back at any fucking given time. When I say what's his name? When I say Faber, that's a guy that if he puts everything together. Oh, it's like, dude, there's room for you to do this. I never see you do it. Like, ever.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. You know?
King me. Whatever happened to Shane Carwin?
Shane Carwin.
I don't know.
Steroids?
Yeah,
And
it's that dude
more
Rogan
skilled
talked about.
heavyweights knocking him out or something, I think.
Ruben Garcia.
He's a threat, though, yeah.
I saw those SJWs say that Louis Farrakhan is far right wing, and that Ben Shapiro is a hero of the alt right, and then actual alt right people show up to try and correct them, and they just start.
Shapiro was a Bush. Shapiro.
And they just start crying Nazi and spam Charlottesville again.
Ben Shapiro was a Bush era, and what I mean by Bush era, I mean I think of as Bush's dad, Bush Senior, a Bush era neocon.
Yeah.
That's what he is. So I don't think he's
I think he's Bush Jr. That's the starting of what we call neocon. Right? New conservative neocon.
Possibly.
That's where the term comes from.
I'm talking about my idea of it.
Right.
So when I see these guys start rising, or like the fucking, you might be. Yeah, I'll go with what you say, Bush Jr. I'm just saying. Whenever I think of like neocon, I think of like guys like fucking Reagan and Nixon and just going.
They probably
boom,
were.
boom,
It's
boom,
just
boom, boom.
they probably were. It just wasn't. It was
Yeah.
underreported
Gotcha.
enough to where people started
As opposed
calling
to
them
being
neocons.
as opposed to being out in the open and
Yeah.
neo.
I guess you can call them neocon too. Just saying. Toasted Network. What is your view on late-term abortion? I don't agree with abortion, period, but choice needs to be there.
Same here.
But late-term, it's like, if you're going to have laws and rules, like, say no to that one. I'd be like, if you're going to institute rules for not murdering, then I'd institute rules for about late-term abortions and shit. Like, dude, you had enough time to know you were pregnant.
Wow.
6-point game. I think.
I think they got this, man.
There's time.
Oh, shit. Ooh.
Draymond with the clutch. I gotta hide this shit so I don't see the score. Fucking saw that shit in the corner of my eye.
What were you saying before?
What is your view on late-term abortion?
Yes,
From Toasted.
choice needs to be there, you know? It shouldn't be I belong to this group, so I believe in the rules that this group tells me to believe in or what they consist of. Is this truly wrong? And one thing that is wrong
is he found like that? Well, go ahead. Sorry.
something that's very wrong that gets overlooked is what choice truly is. Not the talking point. I mean choice, literal choice. What does that truly consist of?
Yeah.
You know? So until then, I think people are just going to keep getting it fucking wrong.
Muay Thai.
Younger than I thought it was. Man, I'm sorry.
I think parents should be allowed to abort their kid right up to age 12. Don't say that too loud, Muay Thai.
Who said that? Oh, he's not serious.
Don't say that too loud. King me. Carwin was never KO'd. Even pre-USADA, JDS couldn't. Best chin in the UFC other than Stipe.
Shane Carwin?
And Stipe get... Carwin lost to...
Carwin lost to Brock Lesnar and Junior Dos Santos. I don't see Carwin beating I mean, look, they're heavyweights, but guys who I could see beating him, I could see Alistair Overeem beating him. I can see, what's his name? Curtis Blades beating him. I could probably see, no, I could see Cormier beating him up. I could keep going here. I think John Jones would kick his ass. Fabricio Verdum. Who else here?
He only put Stipe because because of Ngannou.
I think Stipe Miocic would beat him up too.
No, I'm saying Stipe as far as like the best chin.
Oh, the best chin? That's weird, man. I don't know.
Whatever. Tosa says, why do people think Milo and Alex Jones is racist?
Why do they think Milo and Alex Jones are racist? Well,
I don't know. The people they hang out with.
I don't know. Maybe it's the people they conversate with, or the people they talk to, or their fucking group, and maybe it's either them or their group that they either imply an idea or they dog whistle something. I don't know. I don't see Alex Jones being racist. I don't see how. Maybe
I don't see how they talk about it.
I never heard of him talking about it.
That's a neoliberal talking point.
Oh, shit. 50 seconds left.
Wow. Boogie just bullied his way in there. 46 seconds left. All right, I'm going to read these real quick, then I'm watching him. Would Floyd Mayweather be good if he joined the UFC? If he trained. All right, it's a timeout. We can go. If he trained at it.
That guy is the world's best, I would say, the world's best defensive boxer. And probably the best defensive boxer that ever lived. And if you look at him when he was younger during his career, that dude's knocking people out.
All right.
So, imagine a dude like that with
Will he ever stop? It's like you nailed it. Good.
No, I didn't.
Blah, 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 blah.
No, I didn't. I didn't nail nothing.
All right, moving on so I can watch the last.
Fuck you. You
minutes
commercial.
of the game.
Fucking sellout corporate. Fucking
Propaganda. I think of Bush
pads.
and McCain. You guys talking about Shapiro.
Fucking get knee pads so you can get on your knees for the corporate masters, right? Fucking silence the truth. Right?
Muay Thai talking
Right?
talking to Onyx King. Ruben Garcia. That's exactly what happened. Establishment liberals started abusing race issues, and the actual left wing went along with them anyways, knowing that establishment liberals were being disingenuous. I think the actual left wing, I think they were already talking about racial issues. But then the corporate Democrats adopted it and just started calling everyone racist for whatever reason.
Yeah.
King Me talking to Muay Thai.
You could compare it to back in the day where you're like, I don't know if the government's doing the right thing. Oh, you hate America.
Ruben says the progressives and socialists denounce Al Sharpton, but still pushed his talking points anyways, and still do. Well, do they think he's correct? In which case, they're not pushing his talking points. It's something they already believe.
Fuck.
But you have to give me an example.
30 seconds left. Oh, shit. That's in. Oh, God.
Down by 3. Oh, my God.
Steph's going to make a 3.
Don't show me the
He's
score.
going to make a 3-pointer to tie the game.
It's a foul. They're in the penalty. Propaganda. Go talking about poisoned water in a funny way. I don't know who you're talking about.
What?
No, Propaganda put a link
Oh,
down.
whatever.
And
Alright.
someone.
Yeah.
Ruben Garcia. Ben Shapiro to this day still praises Dubaya and Sick Cheney. The actual alt-right. The actual alt-right hates Ben Shapiro more than any left-wing person does. Agreed.
Yeah, but
100% agree.
For what reason specifically is what I question, yeah. That's what I'm looking at.
The whole Israel thing.
Yeah, I know, but if we pick away at that, right? Like, they can't have any sort of, like, specific word I'm looking for. I don't give them any credit, let's just say that. Not saying you do. Just saying,
Dick Cheney, but Sick Cheney makes sense too. I thought you were saying Sick Cheney straight up.
That dude's a fucking... It's appropriate they called him Darth Vader.
King Me says, prime Dan Henderson versus current Israel Adesanya
Dan Henderson?
versus Adesanya. Prime Dan Henderson.
Ooh, that dude hits anybody, they might fucking go down. That dude throws bombs.
Yeah.
And he survived Silva.
And he'll be
No, he got
reckless.
tapped out by Silva.
He'll be reckless to do it as well.
A more primed... you know what? That'd be a good fight. I think that could go either way. That could go either way. However, I can see Adesanya pulling that one out.
Yeah. I can see him fighting smart. Very smart.
That fight you just had with, what's his name?
Gastelum.
That's like a learning experience. So.
It's Gio. My bad.
All right, what do you think is going to happen?
I don't know. I want to watch. My prediction was Golden State, so...
That dude looks like a fatter version of Lonzo Ball, I'm just saying. The dude with the Band-Aid on it around his eye.
Van Fleet.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Ball might get traded to the Pelicans. Kawhi's it.
Oh, shit. Oh, they won.
Oh, my God. 9 seconds left. Warriors ball. They better take a timeout.
Is the NBA rigged? Is it rigged?
I don't know how that would be a rigged thing. Unless they fouled the shit out of him.
They paid a player to...
They probably fouled the shit out of him.
They have
They just threw
markers.
it away.
They have markers in the basketball court of where the players should be at specific times and they execute to the fullest.
There's magnets in the basketball. There's actually a video out there. I say there's magnets in the basketball.
There's a hamster wheel within the basketball itself. You see? They have a farm of hamsters that just fucking run around in that basketball. They train them, man. Endurance monsters. They feed them EPO.
Oh my God, this is so.
Oh God. Oh my God.
That was just a bad play by Danny Green.
Oh shit. Everyone's gonna be holding their breaths here.
You put DeMarcus Cousins in, a giant fucking dude. You have him screening someone, or you have him fucking there for rebounds. Put tall people in, and have your shooters do some shit. Oh my God.
This is awesome.
The point is the score is already up there on our screen.
Yeah, I know.
So it's like
Don't look at the comments.
they know already.
Don't look at the comments till it ends. Oh boy.
I don't know. They should have played metric instead. It's a winning combination right there. That makes magic happen.
It counts if they got music playing in their head.
We gotta get the ball in.
What the fuck? Oh shit. That's it.
They don't have any timeouts. Oh, that's game over, man.
They know they lost.
They don't have any timeouts. They tried to call on.
They try to call a technical foul.
No, they called a technical foul because there's no timeouts left.
Okay.
That was just. That was just a bad play from the jump. They tried to throw it up in the air to Draymond Green.
That was
weird. Steph didn't even come off to come to the ball with speed or anything. He jogged.
No, I saw him fucking just. I was like, whoa.
I was like, what are you guys doing?
That just looked odd. Oh, is that it?
Look how slow he's moving. See that?
Yeah.
It's like, move fast. What are you doing? The fuck was that?
No. Might have been more than that.
Out of timeouts.
Is it over?
It's just killing the drama out of it.
This shit, yeah.
Now it's just Raptors won. Raptors about to be NBA champions. Oh shit. Granted, the Warriors roster just got decimated. No Durant, no Thompson.
Yeah.
2 superstar players just gone. Warriors still came back, made it close.
It'll be the first time in finals history where you have 5 consecutive road wins. And to go 3-0 with Oracle.
Yeah, it's also a super team without their 2 big players. Not their 2 big players. I mean, just 2 huge names.
Part of me wishes I wasn't so cold-blooded. Seen so many things in life to where this would be yeah!
Oh, that sucks, son.
I can't do that now.
That's
It died.
It's not real.
It's fuck.
That's your team makes to the World Series, and yet, for the pitchers, of the opposing team for their guys. No, 3. They're 3 main guys, right? The big 3, equivalent to that. They all fucking get hurt, or they're whatever the fuck, did you really? That's over. Probably.
They're gonna let them inbound it.
Did you really win that?
If they steal it. About to say, what the fuck you doing, Steph?
It's over.
No, it's not over. It's not over. Because it was an and 1. They're just killing the fucking drama of it.
He's right now. Give me the ball. Someone threw a piece of paper throw it over. Yeah, it's not over.
I'm going to read comments instead. Ruben Garcia, the left-wing outlets make it seem like it's a literal war zone for non-whites here. They over-exaggerate race issues in the U.S. the same way establishment liberals do.
I almost hate talking about this. It's I call it business tactics,
Oh, things like the war on drugs and things like that was already happening, and people were reporting on it. Now when they see the guys who are just Trump's racist, blah, 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 overtly racist, they use that as an excuse to start paying attention to these other stories that people probably weren't paying attention to a while ago. At least those type of outlets. But, you know, propaganda. The basketball is that armadillo from Road to El Dorado. Is that a Canadian film or something?
What, El Dorado?
From The Road to El Dorado.
It's an animated movie, I believe.
Yeah, look at that. Sounds foreign.
How old are you? You're not that much older than me, so you should. I don't know. Maybe you were like 10 when it came out. I don't know.
Ruben Garcia. They make it seem like I'm at risk of getting deported as soon as I go outside just for being Hispanic. Race issues in the U.S. are nowhere near as bad. I agree.
2000, okay. I remember, yeah. You ever see that?
No. No.
No?
Who's in it?
It's a cartoon movie, man.
Who's in it?
Fucking relax.
Well, you said it's a cartoon movie. Like,
Yeah, you said
who's
who?
in it?
Like they're. Dude, I'm trying.
I can see it right there. Kevin Kline. It's a guy I heard of. You moved away from the cast.
It's right here, starring. Right here. Kevin Kline, Kenneth.
It was on screen already. No, not that one. This list.
Read it.
It's the same thing.
Read it, damn it.
Gotcha. Rosie Perez. I heard of that. Heard of her.
Narrated by Elton John.
Hans Zimmer did the score. Mr. Dark Knight himself.
Oops.
Yeah, I agree with you, Ruben.
I liked it. It was fun.
What they're doing is
movie.
people,
It's
normal
over.
people, are like,
You know it's over.
yeah, they're taking like possibly legitimate movements, and they're buying it, co-opting it, and selling it back. Shoot it. It's good.
Imagine. There's some special rule where it's like for the first four-pointer. Four-pointer.
There's 4-point plays.
Oh, look at him. He's like, whoa. Yeah. That sucks, son. I think they're more excited than the team is. That bothers the fuck out of me.
Fuck, all
Look at this dude. You
you can think about is
what's his
Clay.
name? What's up? I keep saying his name. The boxer. That's like he won. He's like
Errol Spence.
Errol Spence. I call it the Errol Spence effect. I'm gonna call it that.
King Me says Israel is shady as fuck. Adesanya. I don't
What's
know.
the crowd chanting?
Warriors.
Oh, fuck it. You must feel. I don't know, man. You gotta feel some type of way. It's like two dudes got hurt. One dude tore his Achilles. One dude probably strained a ligament in his knee, if not multiple ligaments in his knee, and can't fucking really put pressure on that shit. So it's like, fuck.
But it's supposed to be Steph Curry's moment to be like, dun, dun, dun. Top of the stairs, Rocky shit. Whatever.
Top of the stairs, Rocky shit.
Or it's like, dun, 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 dun. You're the hero guy now. Like all your other star players are gone, or
okay.
Boogie Cousins isn't 100% Boogie Cousins. You're supposed to step up and win that game, and it's like, oh, you're the man.
Look what happened in the end.
Someone's cursing.
That was a weird fucking play they had in the end.
It was a play to get Steph Curry open, but he didn't sell it very well at all.
You said he wasn't like. There's a certain point where it's like you're gonna be like
Yeah.
athletic, seemingly.
You got to have a backup plan instead of just throwing it up in the air to Draymond. Who knows what could happen there? Ruben Garcia, The Road to El Dorado is an animated movie from DreamWorks. It's about two Spaniards who wash themselves up into some hodgepodge mix of all of the ancient Hispanic empires.
That was Aztecs or something like that.
Quetzalcoatl.
The
That dude asked me for a favor once. I said no.
legendary City of Gold.
I'm like, sorry, man. Can't do it for you.
They win a map to the legendary City of Gold, El Dorado, in a rigged dice game. Dice gamble. See, here's the thing. A lot of these movies from back, even though they're animated, there's like I guarantee, there's probably stuff there. There's probably stuff there, man. This shit's dead, by the way, as far as I'm concerned.
What?
Like even stuff from back then. For me, I don't know.
If it ain't the mission, I lose some stuff. Well, I started coming back to life a bit. I was like, oh, Game of Thrones. Or whatever TV shows. But, you know.
All right, that's it.
I'm waiting.
What are you waiting for? The MVP? I think we all know.
I wonder if they give it to Kyle Lowry.
Give it to the basketball floor for tearing up someone's knee and Achilles. Or give it to a brand. Imagine they find out the brand of shoe is the reason why. That fat Steph Curry? I mean, fat Lonzo Ball. Yep, that is. It's him.
Mr. Wichita State. A lot of injuries. I'd like to thank the Warriors trainers for helping this happen.
I don't know, dude. I always wanted to see these guys just be themselves. Truly, you know. I'm going to give you the approachable answer, and I'm going to give you the same answer the last guy gave you, unless you're kind of an asshole. But that's it's like once in a blue moon thing. But I'm going to give you the political answer as far as what I'm going to say after I win a big championship. I'll say many different things once I'm in that tunnel.
How many fucking channels? How many fucking channels does propaganda have? You're gonna make people think we hire bots and shit. Geo Carlin. Or Carlin. It's supposed to be Aztec, but it also has parts of Olmec and other Hispanic cultures in there too. Boys, I got a new account because I had to make a resume. Yeah, right. Fucking hired bot. We hired you.
There it is.
Now you have to subscribe with a different name.
Imagine they just toss him the MVP trophy and walk away. Walks away.
I liked weird shit like that.
Toss him the MVP trophy, walking away, flip him off.
Nah. Weird, I liked hearing about, like, you know, like sort of like a Joseph Campbell.
The hero's journey.
Well, hearing different, like, gods and shit from different fucking cultures and shit.
That music was catchy. I remember it. You know, that movie. I'll check it out again. Looking back on it, I'm sure there's something there. It might be like on the surface, but at least there's something. Like something.
The Legends of Gay Hole.
Oh, that fell flat. Gay hole?
That's a movie.
Oh, that's a real thing?
It's not pronounced that way. The movie with the owls, the animated owls. The Legends of Gay Hole.
It sounds like you and your friend saw a commercial one day and you just started saying...
That's recent, man.
You guys are gonna see the movie Gay Hole?
Our shit was, whatchamacallit? Brokeback Mountain. When I was in high school.
Dude, the name Brokeback Mountain. Like, damn. Damn. Oh. Legends of Gay.
Come on, son.
No.
There's actually some stars in that movie. Oh, it's over.
I don't even know what the fuck.
See? Jim Sturges, that guy from Cloud Atlas. Hugo Weaving, another guy from Cloud Atlas. Helen Mirren, established actress or actor. I don't know if they like hearing actress or actor.
Hugo Weaving's cool.
Yeah.
I just call them actors. They're actors.
How many fake accounts have you guys made and subbed to this channel? Man, you know.
None that I'm aware of.
Hey, you do what you gotta do. You do what you have to do. Quinn Peterson, a.k.a. Propaganda, a.k.a. Frosty Buckets. Ha. 2, 1, 3. Just 3. But I use all the accounts. No, I'm talking to James and Jordan. You guys are just conversating with each other.
Alright, that's it. We're out.
Can't have lumpy shoelace 420 for an email on a resume. Shitface 55.
Yeah, you don't want that.
I'm gonna work for Google.
Alright. Oh well. I'm out of water.
Alright, that's it from us. Please subscribe if you feel like. Hopefully you enjoyed the NBA Finals, but it's over now. The title is now in Toronto.
I would just say it's over. The Achilles is torn. You know. What a way.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. Please sub. If you're creating new accounts, just make sure you subscribe with all those accounts. You know, help us out. We were at 300 for a little bit, and then it just went backwards.
Seems like we're at 300 for a day, but fuck it. Alright, well, that's it. So.
Alright, that's it from us. Don't forget to donate to Devon's Journey to Recovery. The link is down there in the description. Click that link, read the story, donate some money. It's not for us, it's for someone else. So please donate. Devon's Journey to Recovery. GoFundMe link is down there. And with all that said, please what? That's for you. And with all that said, give this video. What?
I don't know. Please what?
You can type after I.
Wait, what? Do what?
When I go to our Pep Boy thumbs down.
I have no idea.
I bet it's a link to a video.
I don't know what's going on.
Anyways, please give this video a thumbs down.
Say you wanna get in, and then you wanna get out. When you get the money to buy yourself a car.